Ashley, the stream started. Ashley, the stream started. Ashley. Hey. Ashley, the stream started. Please, Ashley, we gotta start the show. Ashley, we have to start the show. Ashley, the show has started. Please, come on. Fine. Actually, the stream started.
And welcome, everyone.
God damn it.
welcome to Shooting the Ship. My name is actually Miami, and you can see I have a guest here tonight. Thank you, Doom. I have a guest here tonight, and it is my friend and yours. Lilah is here. Hi, Lilah. Hi.
Were you unconscious?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Your eyes were open the whole time.
Yeah, no, I blink. I know how to blink.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Lilah, you have been on this show before.
I have.
Yeah, talking about a similar.
Yeah, I talked about the one, the only, the not very original Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and what are we? I'm just gonna zoom in on you here for a second. What are we talking about tonight?
Hi! So, tonight we are going to be talking about the Horus Heresy, which is a prequel multimedia event for Warhammer 40k. I don't know how to explain this to people. I'm so sorry. We're going way inside baseball here, kids. Come on. Alright, you ready for the ride? Let's go.
I'm ready for the ride, honestly. Like,
Okay, because shit's gonna get really dumb.
I had to turn down... Oh, yeah! Hold on. Oh, Sister Misery, thank you for following. Hey, Misery. The cans are so loud. Yeah, no, I listen. I had to turn down the cans a bit, because I think that might have been drowning you out a bit.
Okay. Do you want me to do that again?
No, we're good. We're fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about.
And now people are doing the thing where they're unfollowing and following again. So I'll say hi to them. Hi, Ray.
Hi, assholes.
As everyone hits you with shit, I had to pause and leave the house. I'm here to learn. Yeah, no, we are gonna learn.
You're gonna learn so much.
You're gonna learn so fucking much, y'all.
Okay, we're just gonna part the kimono here a little bit. I love saying that. I love saying that so much.
Hi, Doom. Thanks for following, Doom. Thanks for that.
Yeah, of course. Anyway.
We're trying to do a show here.
We're trying to do a show here, kids. We're trying to show you how the show is made.
Also,
because we think you'll enjoy the sausage.
Yeah. Also, just y'all, if you can, let me know if you can hear Lilah. Just fine. Yes, I will drink. I only heard what minor faction Shane and Baszler is representing in Money in the Bank. We'll go over that, actually. I'll ask you later about that. But everyone, if you can hear Lilah, please let me know. I can turn her up if need be. But Lilah, so you're saying Horus Heresy, but it was sold to me as Warhammer 30k. Is that the same thing?
Yes. So Warhammer 30k is Warhammer, the Horus Heresy is Warhammer, Adeptus Titanicus is Warhammer, Imperial Legions is Warhammer. There's so many things that this is.
I don't know a lot about it.
That's fine. We're gonna get into fucking it.
Yeah.
Okay, kids. I'm gonna finish the sentence I had at the beginning. For the can problem. Yeah. So we split this presentation in 2 parts because it was gonna be like 5 hours. Because I just went a little ham, and there's a lot of material.
There is so much material. I have seen. We are only doing half of the presentation Lilah has presented here tonight.
Half of an unfinished presentation.
Yep.
The half we're doing is the finished half, though.
Yeah. So, that was the part where I introduce, So people know that we are doing a Warhammer presentation today. What they don't know is that we're doing it under evil game show rules.
Yeah, I am being held against my will. Ashley has a gun to my son, the dog. She is
No,
threatening
I am
him.
not doing that. Misery, you're a liar. You do like Warhammer that much. Oh, no, listen, this is all a PowerPoint, don't worry. And the reason there's a PowerPoint and the reason we're operating under evil game show rules is that every slide is going to have a timer like this, which you can now see on screen. These timers are 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and 30 seconds. Lilah will not know until the slide comes up how much time she will have for each slide.
I have to get through so many facts about the worst men to have ever lived.
Yep. And now I want to be clear. I have randomly decided how long each slide is going to be.
This is gonna be really funny.
And you don't know. But I have them all in a list. I will not be determining them on the fly. I have determined these lengths ahead of time. And for posterity's sake, and to keep me honest, I have given this list to Doom. So
Doom is, in fact, our neutral arbiter because I don't know her that well.
Mm-hmm. So if I say the wrong number or I try to change it up, Doom will be there to catch me. And so I will let you know that I'm letting everyone know that these are all determined ahead of time. I have not looked at the presentation. I did not. I was just told how many slides there were, and I just rolled a D4 54 times.
Ashley doesn't know what I'm about to talk about any more than I know how long I will have to explain it.
That's why we're doing this under game show rules, baby.
It's gonna be so much. I'm very excited.
And I will say right now, if there is a slide that you do want to hear more about, this is to the chat, please take a note of it. When we are done, we will go back. That is part of the deal I made with Lilah, that if there is a slide that people want more information on, just let us know after the presentation. I do not have a buzzer.
Yeah.
Well, I can.
We do have a buzzer, though. Press the button.
Which button?
Fuck. I'll press the button.
Yeah, press the button. There we go. Yeah, that's right. I do have that in here.
We have a buzzer.
We have. It's the Snatcher sting. You made a game and you have a buzzer. It's fine.
We half-assed this game. You're expecting too much from us.
No, listen. There is so much that went into this. Okay. All right.
No,
you know what? I could hit you with the air horn.
You could also hit me with the air horn, but I think I would kill you.
All right. You're just getting the Snatcher sting then.
I'll just take the Snatcher sting.
All right. But for now, let's go to the people like the air horn, unfortunately. But
well, they can go to hell because they don't have to listen to it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to hear it. Then don't run that. If you don't want to hear it, don't run that time.
We're enemies now.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go to the screen.
Let's go to the screen.
All right. There you are down there. I'm just gonna show the timers will be down here. I'm just showing them to people right here. So the first slide here and the second slide are not going to be timed because these are just the title. Which, if you would like to introduce the title here.
So this is Warhammer: The Horus Heresy. Warhammer 30,000. Bigger, dumber, dramaticer.
It feels weird that you called it 30,000 and not 30K. I always hear 30K. No one ever says 30,000.
It's 30,000. I went through the timeline.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna and now you can for this I'm gonna go to the next slide. So now you can do your introduction.
So this presentation will be in two parts, which I kind of already mentioned before. There's no cool-on agreed entry crawl for Horus Heresy, so I'm just going to do this here. Basically, the Horus Heresy was originally a small spin-off game from Warhammer 40k with a distinct market of dads and sheds. Some real silvery longbeard type guys. So in terms of tone, things are really, really wild. Whenever a named character is on screen, it is a Greek tragedy. It is the Iliad. It is the most exquisite man pain ever condensed from weird nerds. When there is not named important characters on screen, it's fucking World War One in space. The Battle of the Somme fought between space marines with lightning rifles who are firing super mustard gas in a religious schism between fascist atheists and the servants of the hyperdevils. Wild tone.
Yeah.
So 2 parts, where I talk about all the Primarchs and major characters and their relationships and grudges in the grand operatic way, and then the second half of this presentation, which we are not doing tonight, which is some really wild but dry numbers and some very stupid tanks.
Oh, good. Okay. So that is what y'all are in for tonight here.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. We are going to be talking about the these very healthy men.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very healthy vet. All right. Let's go to the first slide here. And for this one, Lilah, you have 5 minutes. Go.
Okay, I don't need it. Check this shit out. This is Horus Lupercal, Ascendant, ever chosen. This is Sanguinius, broken, slain at his brother's hand. This is the Emperor, before his maiming, before his entombment, before his undying existence.
So wait, this is like the Emperor before the Emperor became like a giant flesh being?
The Emperor is alive during this game.
That's fucked up, okay? I know just enough about Warhammer to know that the Emperor being alive is fucked up.
Yeah, so this is the battle between Horus and the Emperor on the Horus's flagship during the Siege of Terra.
The what?
The Siege of Terra. Next slide. You could just give me another one.
No, you have 4 minutes.
I don't need the 4 minutes because the next slide is...
You're going to take the 4 minutes.
Oh god, I have to take the 4 minutes.
You have that. Okay. That's the part you didn't think of.
Fuck. Okay,
you
well,
have 5 minutes.
I'm just gonna talk about this painting. I'm just gonna talk about this painting.
Yeah, no, please. Okay. It's the rules. You have this time whether you want it or not.
God, I didn't think about that. I thought I would do well at this and like just have extra time. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so this painting depicts the dramatic final battle of the Horus Heresy. After this, there's not a lot more. This is the moment. This is the moment of the Horus Heresy. Uh-huh. This is when Horus, the prodigal son, faces the Emperor, his father, in Mortal Kombat to decide the fate of the galaxy.
Wait. Horus is the son of the Emperor?
All of the Primarchs are the son of the Emperor. That dead guy there is Sanguinius, the Emperor's favorite.
Yeah, hold on. People are asking about the overarching story of Warhammer, because there's some people who weren't here for the first one, so if you want to spend your time doing that...
Okay, so the story of Warhammer is that in the far future, there is only war and the laughter of thirsting gods. A fascistic human empire rules the galaxy, and the crumbling Xenos around it are either resurgent or ancient or these withered monsters from beyond time. Uh-huh. And everything's bad, and everything sucks, but it's awesome all the time. It's a van some guys painted and turned into a war game, and also novels that I love. It's a fantasy space thing. Technology is a kind of magic. Magic is also real in the form of psychic powers that summon the devil.
Okay.
The Imperium of Man fights a never-ending battle against the alien, the mutant, and the heretic.
Spectre X saying, if you want to know about Warhammer 40k, literally just read Nemesis the Warlock and replace all the Spanish Catholic aesthetic with Gothic shit.
That is also true. If you just read a bunch of Nemesis the Warlock and 2000 AD comics and then synthesize them, you will have created your own Warhammer. It's called... You could brew it in your toilet. It's like prison wine, but for British comics.
Yeah, what is the Warhammer prison wine like? Is that what they paint the figures with?
That's how they make Nuln Oil, yes.
God.
Yeah, the spaceships travel through hell to go through to do FTL. They teleport through hell. So you have this thing called a Geller field, which keeps the demons out of your spaceship, and if that ever turns off, everything goes really badly.
I mean, we're not stopping the clock for reading
So the
comments. No, that's
Emperor
fine.
died and got sealed onto the Golden Throne of Terra because he's mummified. Horus kills him kind of during this, but he kills Horus back. That's how this ends. And the Emperor is entombed on the Golden Throne, and his withered corpse is racked by the psychic might of his soul, creating the Astronomicon, the beacon by which men measure distance through hell while they're sailing in space.
and that's why it's fucked up that he's alive here.
That's
Because
why
we're
it's
used to the
fucked up that
Emperor
he's
being
alive.
alive in 40k.
The Emperor's not alive in 40k. He's a corpse in a chair that screams.
So like literally Horus Heresy is a prequel to 40k.
Mm-hmm. Absolute prequel.
Yeah.
This is a prequel. That's why it's 30k instead of 40k.
Betsy is alive on that throne, keeps suffering all eternities. Imperium keeps his dumbass alive.
There's some of them still
there. You have
there.
20 seconds, Lilah.
I have 20 seconds? Well, go to hell, Ashley. You gave me too long for the first slide.
It was determined entirely random. It was entirely
I still
random.
blame... 30k also has plastic war dollies, and I will be showing you some of the plastic war dollies.
Oh, don't spoil it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's the wrong one. That was the wrong button.
That was the wrong one. I'll kill you.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, next slide. Here we go.
Next slide.
You have 30 seconds. Go.
I have 30 seconds. Okay, now check this shit out. This is the siege of the Imperial Palace. The sons of Horus and the Imperial Fists tear each other to shreds. Millions die. The siege lasted 55 days.
Solar days.
55 days by our reckoning. A solar day is 24 hours. 55 solar days, millions die. Two of the largest legions in the Imperium tear each other to shreds over the entirety of Terra.
1, and... Alright. Okay.
Alright, next slide.
Next slide. For this one, you have 60 seconds. Go.
Those events happened at the same time. One begat the other. See what I mean about tone? But this is a good place to start with the very end, because we're doing historical Warhammer in space, basically. Part of playing and enjoying Horus Heresy is picking a battle or campaign to make your thing and the thing your guys got to do that shaped the history of 40k in some small or grand way. The Imperial Fists get so much screen time on Terra and Chthonia. Night Lords and Dark Angels get the Thramas Crusade. Iron Hands duel the Emperor's children. The World Eaters succumb to Khorne. The Ruin Storm rages and the Word Bearers begin to accept the Gospel of Chaos. It is the end of the galaxy from the perspective of the burgeoning Imperium. The end of their golden age of conquest and expansion. The dominion of mankind over all the galaxy. They were so close. It'd have been awful if they'd won, if mankind hadn't torn itself asunder in the wake of Slaaneish's birth and the collapse of the Great Crusade.
Alright. And you made it. With 5 seconds
I made it! I made
right.
it with 5 seconds to spare.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay. Next slide.
So.
Let's go. You have 30 seconds. Go.
Dramatis Personae. We're gonna start with these assholes. The Emperor made the Primarchs in his lab on Terra with the aid of the Genesmiths, well trained in their arcane discipline. With the black technology of old mankind, the Emperor crafted 20 demigods, a pantheon of human potential. The great gods of chaos spirited them away to the four corners of the galaxy. This is a painting of the triumph of Ulanor.
5 seconds.
9 of the Primarchs succeeded, including Horus. This was the moment he was made War Master.
Alright, that's the end for that one. Alright. Next slide. You have 30 seconds.
Fuck you. Lionel Johnson, homosexual icon. Guess what, motherfuckers? My favorite guy is first, because if you're not first, you're last. Get fucked, Night Haunter. Lionel Johnson apparently means lion son of the forest in Old Calibanite, but no, that's stupid. He's just named after a guy who blew Lord Byron and wrote a poem called The Dark Angel. Anyway, he's a feral child from the forest, where his special interest is big game hunting and honor, and he is the first crafted of the genetic demigods called the Primarchs. By his hands were the orders of Caliban united, and the great beasts of the wood slain.
Time's up.
Fuck. God damn it. Why? My guys are first, and now I'm sad, because I have so much to say about them.
Yeah, well, too bad. Next one, you have 2 minutes. Go.
Oh, thank God. 6 wings have the Angels of Death. Dark Angels. First complete of the 20 legions of Space Marines that the Emperor crafted for his Primarchs, the Dark Angels and their 6 wings created what it means to be a Space Marine during the Great Crusade, proving themselves first in the unification wars of Terra against the Kill Witches of Venus. As the longest-serving legion, they have a host of relics granted to them by the Emperor, with only more secrets filling their vaults as the Lion has taken command of his sons, unspeakable weapons from the Dark Age of technology, unknowable foes hidden in stasis vaults around dead orbits. The Dark Angels proved loyalist as the heresy played out, but refused to back either side for the opening parts of the heresy, the Lion more consumed with other tasks by their telling. As among all legions there were traitors. However, and the misguided for their sins, Caliban was broken, and a great shame laid at the feet of the Legion Masters. They exploded their homeworld during the heresy because half their number betrayed and went for Horus, and that caused time crimes to happen.
I love this banner, by the way. Everyone loves this fucking banner.
Yeah, no, the banner's great, and now I get to explain what two of the stickers are. Two of these stickers are the symbol of the Dark Angels and the symbol of the symbol of the hexagrammon, which is the 6 wings of the Dark Angels, because they have 6 full companies of dudes, each specialized to a different thing.
Lilah is referring to the stickers on the side of her television, by the way.
Yeah, did you think that a sub-faction of a game would have its own symbol? Why is that a thing? It's a sub-faction for 6 sub-factions within one sub-faction. Look at that. It's stupid. Why am I allowed to do this?
Yeah. Are these little plastic guys you can get?
These are little plastic guys you can get, but I had good art of my guys, so I used the good art.
Okay. And that's the end for this
I
one.
play as Dark
That's the end of
Angels.
this one. All right.
I'm sorry, no. I just saw something in the chat. I play as Dark Angels.
Nice. Okay, next one. You have 2 minutes. Go.
Luther, pride goeth before the fall. Luther is the adopted father/older brother of the Lion, enhanced to the human limit and made almost a space marine by the gene rights. He was the Lion's right hand through the unification of the Orders of Caliban and the purging of the beasts. And then he was no one, left with his knights and a garrison of Dark Angels to man Caliban as the beautiful forests were transformed into wastelands and cities to feed the crusade. He couldn't stand it. He didn't understand. So he sought the old and forbidden powers. He took on what the heretics against the Imperium. He took half the Dark Angels, his fallen angels, and when the Lion came to Caliban, they made war, and the planet broke underneath them, and the horrid things at the core of the world smiled and spared their toys. The fallen would live forever in infamy.
Is the planet breaking beneath them? Is that metaphorical or?
No, they fucking turned a planet into a large chunk of rubble.
Okay.
In 40K, the Dark Angels don't have a homeworld. They have a continent-sized asteroid they've turned into a spaceship that is what's left of Caliban.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling that there is no subtlety when it comes to Warhammer, right?
No subtlety.
Okay.
Zero subtlety.
Yeah. Some people pointing out it's called The Rock.
Yeah, they call it The Rock, which was the name of a gay club in Nottingham when Warhammer was getting started. That's why I called Lionel Johnson a homosexual icon.
Oh, good. Let's go to Planet Rock to Dwayne Johnson. Odd. You have 15 seconds.
I do. Just look at Luther. He has such an evil hairline.
God, yeah. The deep with pee.
Yeah, apparently, like, his wife and child got murdered, and that's why he adopted the weird freak super baby he found in the woods, and that's why we're here now.
All right. Time's up. Next slide. Slide number 10. You have 5 minutes.
Damnatio Memoriae. All records purged. Sometimes you don't remember what happened to a baby demigod you lost, okay? Sometimes they're just gone and no one remembers why, not even the remembrancers, who are guys that just remember stuff perfectly, and that's totally okay and normal, okay?
What do you mean, remember stuff perfectly?
There's the Order of Remembrancers, who are these guys that the Emperor got, and they have trained themselves to the human limit of memory as artists, and they write down history as it happened. They're the Remembrancers, and they don't remember what happened about the Second Legion. Don't worry about it. There's not a Second Legion. There's not a Second Primarch. There's not. We had them, but now we don't. And we're not gonna. You're not gonna worry about it. You're not gonna worry about it. Just don't. It's not something you should worry about.
Question in the chat. What's a Caliban?
Oh, Caliban is the name of Lionel Johnson's homeworld. It was a planet of forests, and then it got exploded, and the time monsters at the center of the planet caused problems.
Okay. All right. Feeling all right? How you feeling about this?
I feel like I could use a cigarette already.
Well, you got 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, but
I can't. I have to go outside. I can't smoke in my bedroom.
oh, terrible. But I think, but like with this extra time, we could take questions from the chat, such as, are the time monsters the cause of? Okay, are the time monsters the cause of the rock that makes you old?
The rock didn't make you old. The rock is just a nightmarish labyrinth of extra-dimensional spaces.
Do the remembrancers actually remember, or are they just gaslighters?
They actually remembered, and then all of them got purged at the end of the Horus Heresy, and we don't talk about what happened to them.
Did they write anything down? That's a question from me.
They wrote a lot of things down, but, paper burns.
Uh-huh. All right, let's see. Let me see if there were some other questions from the chat here. Let's see here. He plays Dark. Well, no, you said you play as Dark Angels. Here, Corn.
I do play as Dark Angels. I love Dark Angels so much. They're the first lead.
Oh, people
people
want you to talk about your guy, your homosexual icon.
Oh, Lionel Johnson's so cool. Okay, he's a giant autistic man who loves sword fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really blunt, and he lacks emotional clarity. He doesn't lack emotional clarity. He lacks emotional communication in a lot of ways. He knows what the plan is, and he trusts you to know what his plan is his big thing.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Okay. Lionel Johnson doesn't keep secrets from people on purpose. He just doesn't tell them things because he thinks they already know.
Uh-huh.
He assumes everyone is working with the same amount of information as he is, unless he absolutely knows they can't know something. And then he's very quick to explain and give them the context he thinks they need to get through whatever's going on.
People saying Lionel Johnson sounds like a CEO name, derogatory.
There's a reason I just call him the Lion. Most people actually just call him the Lion because, again, he grew up as a feral child hunting monsters with his... He grew up on planet Monster Hunter.
From the game Monster Hunter?
Basically.
What, so he's just out there skinning dinosaurs?
Yeah, he was out there skinning horrible chimeric beasts of the forest that ate people.
Great childhood notes.
Yeah, great. Compared to some of the other Primarchs, he had a pretty good one, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna see that.
Nice.
And then he got raised by an order of nightly monster hunters who were obsessed with conspiracies and secrets and keeping knowledge safe and hidden from the people.
That seems like it happens a lot. Like, there's a lot of, like,
Happens a lot.
propaganda and secret keeping happening.
That happens a lot. It's almost like the games are sometimes about something.
Huh. Oh, welcome back,
You know?
Don.
Even if that thing they're about is how much you fucking hate Margaret Thatcher.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go! That ends up way louder than intended. Alright.
Do I still have time? Oh my god.
You got 15 seconds. Listen, Lilah, there was a version of this where there was 10 minutes available.
Oh, gee, that would have worked for the other program. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, imagine if you got this slide and you had to fill 10 fucking minutes anyway. Next slide. All right.
Next slide.
This is slide number 11. You have 2 minutes. Go.
3. Fulgrim lived, served cunt, turned into a snake. Fulgrim the Bright, Phoenix Lord of Chemos, Master of the Third Legion, a beautiful twink who could not live up to his own standards. Fulgrim was proud and arrogant, why shouldn't he be? He went from mere slave to master of a world in a very short period of time. And then he was taken up to the heavens by scarred warriors from space and introduced to the 200 warriors who were his son, drilled to perfection by his father, a god who strode among men. Fulgrim wanted to help with the Great Crusade, but he only had so many guys, so he was placed under the command of his brother Horus and the Luna Wolves. Open make no mistake, despite being the little brother, Fulgrim and his boys could whip ass all day long. The thing is that it was just never enough for Fulgrim. When the heresy went down, so did Fulgrim and his legion. The Emperor's children. They had to be perfect, and Horus was going to give them that. The thing in the sword that Fulgrim got. I fucking skipped the sword. Goddamn. The sword. Okay. Fulgrim finds a sword on an alien planet, and the aliens worship the dark gods of pleasure, Slaanesh, and he just takes a sword. It's like, cool, magic sword. And then the magic sword has a demon in it that starts eating his soul.
Oh, good.
So as Fulgrim goes traitor and becomes obsessed with his own perfection, the thing in the sword keeps consuming him until it eats his soul and wears his skin.
All right. I mean, I love a good the sword corrupts you as you use it.
Yeah, so
also,
the sword, the silver blade of the lair.
Also, I want to say everyone's disagreeing with you. This is not a twink.
He is a twink by Primarch standards.
Everyone's saying him being a twink is stolen stolen valor because of the armor.
No, you need to understand how much bigger these guys get.
Oh, good. So it's a twink by comparison.
He is a twink by comparison.
Anyway, next slide. All right, slide 12. You have 2 minutes. Go.
Fulgrim Ascendant. This is the part where he's a snake.
Okay.
So during the end of the heresy, Fulgrim gets got by the demon inside the silver blade of the lair, but then the demon gets got by him. There is a demon pretending to be Fulgrim, and there's Fulgrim trying to rip control of their shared body back. At some point, the two become one. The man is the beast, and the beast is the man, and in the silver reflection of the lair blade, there is no difference. Fulgrim is what he is now, and forever. Daemon Prince of Slaanesh.
This is very good artwork.
Yeah, he turns into a giant snake demon and goes to hell to just party forever.
So, how and why does that happen?
Because he has the silver blade of the lair, and the demon inside corrupts and consumes him.
Right, the sword.
Yeah, the silver sword of the lair.
Razapuzzle is saying Pokemon evolution.
Kind of. Yeah, he went from... Yeah, he did that thing villains do where they turn into a snake and it doesn't help.
Jay is saying, I feel like Warhammer is largely about trying to outwit the demons before the demons outwit you.
That's a lot of what Warhammer the 30k is about.
30k specifically, not 40k?
40k people are a little smarter about demons.
Oh, okay.
Because they had this experience.
Are you saying that Warhammer 30k is like the... Oh, it looks like you have a cold. You should do some leeches about it.
It's the, you should do a lot of cocaine about that cold, bro.
Okay, alright. But the corruption. 10k years of experience.
No, yeah, he's immortal because he's a demon now. He doesn't die. When you kill his body, it reforms in the pleasure courts of Slaanesh. Because Slaanesh is like, no, this dude rules, I love him.
Right. Alright, 5 seconds. Get in your shit.
5. I know I'm done.
Okay,
I'm good.
cool. Alright, next slide.
Alright.
Slide. This one, you have 5 minutes. Take your time.
The Emperor's Children. Daddy's special stormtrooping. So the Emperor fucked up while making the Third Legion, so there just weren't a lot of them laying around. He mostly used them for diplomatic and emissary mission to human worlds he thought would be willing to bend the knee with a show of look at how cool our super soldiers are, bro. When Fulgrim came back, because again, all of the Primarchs got scattered to the four corners of the universe by the hand of the Dark Gods.
Uh-huh.
We have to... That's why they all grew up on different planets instead of being raised by the Emperor.
Right. Of course.
Fulgrim came back, and they started mass-producing them because they had his genetic template to start cloning from. And he started training with them under the Luna Wolves, and the Luna Wolves were like, well, there's not a lot of you, so let's just let you be a strike force. And they went, we will be the best strike force that has ever existed. And the Luna Wolves were like, you don't have to do... Oh, you're already doing it. Okay, cool. Fuck, wow, you guys are really good at efficiently murdering entire planets. There's only like 200 of you guys. Wow, impressive.
Wait, just 200 guys to wipe out a planet?
Mostly like space stations and like the palaces of planetary government. They were best at decapitation strikes because you just send a couple of them, and those 5 guys would each fight 50 dudes.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. So you're saying it's not just like bulldozing everything; it's like going to the sword, like nipping it in the
Yeah,
bud, sort of
yeah,
tactics.
that's what the Third Legion was for, because there weren't a lot of them.
Yes, Vanguardian, we are talking Third Legion. Tell your friends. We are talking
Uh,
about for those who are just coming in. This is my friend. This is my good friend Delilah. Whose itch.io page you can see right there. She's doing a presentation on.
We have time to pitch. I can get through this.
Yeah. Yeah, with Warhammer 30K, the Horus
Yeah.
Heresy.
The Horus Heresy,
The
baby.
Horus Heresy.
This basically led to a small army of hyper-elite dipshits who want nothing more than to really prove themselves and think that having duels of honor is fun, actually. Look how good I am at it.
Mm-hmm.
As the heresy kicked off, they murdered every single one of their brothers they thought wouldn't back Horus as part of the Drop Site Massacre.
The what now?
The Drop Site Massacre.
Oh, good. That sounds fun.
We'll get to it next time.
Okay.
Over the course of the heresy, their souls, desperate for perfection, would fall into the loving embrace of Slaanesh. She treasures them to this day, as favored duelist and champions among his hosts.
God.
So the fall of the father is the fall of the son in Warhammer 30K.
Right.
So because Fulgrim went crazy over perfection, the rest of his sons, who were both genetically profiled after him and indoctrinated to think like him, they also fell the same way, basically.
Everyone's saying Slaanesh sounds cool.
Slaanesh is cool. She's the god of drugs, rock and roll, pain, and pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think Spoop knows who Slaanesh is.
Oh, Slaanesh is one of the 4 dark chaos gods.
Oh, obviously. Everyone knows that.
One of the 4 gods of chaos.
Yeah. The god of excess. Yeah.
Yeah. The gods are Slaanesh, Nurgle, Khorne, and Tzeentch.
Oh, yeah, Vanguardian called out Khorne. I love how there's some people who have, like, there's 2 extremes, like, in the chat here. There are people who have no fucking idea what Warhammer is, and people who know exactly what Warhammer is.
I'll just show everyone how to actually spell Khorne's name real quick, because that's important.
Yeah?
There's an H in that word.
Oh, sorry. Khorn with the silent E on the end.
Khorne.
Yeah. I'm seething with excitement. Yeah, you are hitting a lot of special interest buttons here tonight.
I am. The mental illness is pleased. Oh god, I forgot. I just remembered who's next. I remembered what the 4th Legion is.
Good.
Anyway, so this is one of the pretty plastic dollies you can buy. I really look at how nice he is.
Mm-hmm. It does look very nice. I like the faceplate looks like a big duck bill.
That's the beaky helmet. The beaky helmet is classic for Warhammer. It's how they looked in 1st edition Warhammer, and they've just re-updated that for the current edition of 40K.
Oh, good.
And, I mean, for the current edition of 30K. God. Okay. Fuck. 30K. God damn it. Next slide. I can explain this later.
Yeah, slide number 14. You have 1 minute. Go.
Perturabo, this fucking guy. The Tyrant of Olympia, the Decimator, this fucking guy. Okay, he grew up in not Greece as a cynic and atheist, and so when the Imperium showed up and said, atheism is our state religion, he got really uppity about it forever. And he was a genius architect, an engineer, capable tactician, who worked with machine-like precision. He hated it. The Emperor had him breaking sieges in long, unglorious actions. His legion couldn't meet his exacting standards. Nothing was ever right, and no one ever cared what he wanted out of life. As the heresy descended, he and his legion took with Horus, hungry for the revenge at long last. They carved out an empire of fear and terror as they worked hand in hand with the Dark Mechanicum in puzzling out the forbidden sciences of warp sorcery. Perturabo fell to chaos along the way. So spiteful, he powered his own ascension into Daemon Prince, a god of sort, and secured a planet to serve as his perfect clockwork fortress.
Wow. With 3 seconds left.
Fucking hate Perturabo.
Alright, next slide. You have 5 minutes.
All right, cool. I get to talk about models a lot on this slide.
Okay, go. You have a luxurious 5 minutes here.
Iron Warriors, corpse grinders.
Mhm.
The Iron Warriors were built to last, built to outlast, and built to destroy. They were experts in taking and holding and reducing the enemy to so many atomic shadows on the wall and bits of ash on the wind. They were also spiteful cunts who did everything to maximize their efficiency in the worst hellholes imaginable and still pulled victory free when they were battered and bloodied. All the other legions thought they were weak shitheads because they died so much and took so long to conquer planets, not that they were conquering the most difficult planets. So that's why they sided with Horus, who, like, understood they were doing a good job.
Uh-huh.
They didn't fall to chaos, but they have zero compunctions about grabbing a random civilian, ripping his heart out, and feeding it to a demon if that demon will give them extra power.
Wait, is that what Chaos does? Is that like the excuse?
That's their excuse for doing chaos.
Okay, but these guys just do it because it's fun.
They just do it because it's the most efficient way to get what they want.
Is murder.
Yeah.
Like heart rip murder. I mean, like, Warhammer is obviously about a lot of murder.
Warhammer's a lot of... Yeah. Warhammer's mostly about murder. That's why it's called war. What is war except for murder at scale, Ashley?
What would I know about that?
What would you know about that?
Who can say?
Who
Who
can
can
say?
say? Who's
Who can say?
But listen,
Anyway,
who here has not engaged in,
mercenary contracts. Anyway,
yeah.
so this is also another one of the nice plastic dollies you can buy. And this is the Mark 6 armor, which was the newest power armor mark at the time of the heresy.
Mm-hmm.
And the armor in the armor in 40k is like Mark 9 armor, so there's 3 more Marks armor after this one.
Wait, there's what?
There are 3 other marks of powered armor after this one, and those armors only exist in 40k.
Oh, okay.
Because the timeline moved forward.
I mean, you put it that way, now I feel like a fool for asking.
Yeah, dipshit.
Wow, okay, alright. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I can pick you up and shake you around, you know?
You could try.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it right now.
I'm on a screen, I don't feel shit.
Yeah, look at you just fucking no-selling the bit, man.
Do you think that's how Vertigo works? I understand how screens are.
Yeah, okay.
I understand what a screen is. I'm not a child.
God. Not fair, it hurts when she does it to me.
I'm just built different.
Yeah, sorry, Doom. Once again, your lore is muddled by the narrative.
I'm a sock, that's why it doesn't hurt.
Well, we're not drawing attention to that part. It's been real off to IRL. All right, bye, Spoop. Thanks for coming by.
I'm psychically projecting my mind into the sock. That's what the headphones are for. They're a psychic amplifier.
Oh wait, I gotta run the Spoop video.
Oh. Bye.
I should have run that when we started, but I was so excited.
You should have. Yeah. What the fuck is happening? Oh god.
Misery is saying Iron Warriors more like Iron Warriors.
I know people who will kill you for saying that.
Misery is fearless. All right.
I am certain, but I feel like people need to be made aware of the risks.
Yeah, she's aware. I'm a Death Guard fan, she's saying.
Oh, you'll enjoy it. I get to talk about Callus Typhon, that cunt.
Is that coming up later?
That's coming up later.
Okay, good. I love him. He's my dad.
Get a better father.
Wow, holy shit. God. All right, you got 15 seconds.
Sorry, Doom, the Necrons are still asleep right now.
Oh, no.
They're not gonna wake up for another 10,000 years.
Oh, 40.
Yeah, they only wake up in 40K. That's when they're millennia
All right,
long
next slide.
slumber. Okay. Goddamn.
Hey, I'm not doing the air horn. You asked me not to. All right,
You
next
dead.
slide. You have 5 minutes.
Jagatai Khan. Ashley, please play Wolf Totem here.
Wait, what do you
Ashley,
mean?
please play Wolf Totem.
What do you mean, Wolf Totem?
Please play the song Wolf Totem by the band The Who.
I can't. I no. If I okay, Lilah. Real talk. If I do that, this section of the stream will be muted and no one will be able to hear you. I'm sorry. Lilah, are you there? Lilah, please come back. Folks, I don't know what's happened to Lilah. The clock is not stopping. Here. I do not know what's happened to her, actually. This is not a bit. This is not a bit here. Oh, are you there?
Hi, fix it?
Okay, yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
Okay, cool. I don't know what happened there. I think my internet decided to just ride with my emotions for a moment. Anyway, I'll just explain Jagatai Khan now since you fucking Google won't let us play songs.
No, Jeffrey Bezos won't let us. As anyway, you've wasted 1 minute and 15 seconds.
That's fine. There's not actually a lot to talk about Jagatai Khan, which is the sad part of being Jagatai Khan.
Oh, go ahead.
The Great Khan, Plains Lord of Chogoris. Just Genghis Khan in space on a jet bike. Love that for him. You guys have, like, listened to pop history stuff about Genghis Khan, right? Right. Okay, now just make all that happen with Mad Max on planet Mongolia. That's his backstory.
What do you mean planet Mongolia?
He comes from Chogoris, which is planet Mongolia.
Okay.
He and his legion just kind of fucked off to the very edge of space to do whatever they wanted as a nomadic warrior government, conquering worlds for someone else to bother with integrating into the Empire when they were done. When the heresy went down, various local commanders of the White Scars, his legion, declared for Horus, but when the Khan came back, everybody got behind him.
Everyone, people, Jay is asking, is he single?
He is in fact single.
Oh dear. Also,
He is also again Genghis Khan on a jet bike, a bike that flies, a motorcycle that flies because it has a fucking anti-grav plate and a jet engine.
Who built that?
Humans just knew how to build that in the year 30,000. They forgot how to build them by the time of 40K.
What do you mean they forgot?
They lost that technology.
Oh yeah, that's fair. We did talk about like books being burned and stuff like that.
We did. Also, they relied on these things called STCs, standard SCTs, standard construction templates, which were AI black box printers that would just create a thing depending on what, and you could feed into it basically any material and it would try and turn that material into the thing it was designed to print.
Oh, so just 3D printers that run on garbage.
Kind of, yeah, and a lot of those have broken, and now they only have the designs, and it's harder to build and machine because you no longer have the magic box that does it for you. So the technology is lost and dead, and there is one jet bike left in the Imperium. Well, there was... No, Jagatai Khan doesn't make it to 40K. I'm sorry.
Oh, painful. So wait, so because everything was built like automatically for them, that meant people didn't learn how to make them themselves, so that when all the AI technology disappeared, no one knew how to build it.
Well, the STCs were built during the Dark Age of Technology, and they were part of why the Dark Age of Technology collapsed for humanity, and now these are post-Dark Age humans using the same technology and trying to rediscover what has been lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am following along. I promise I'm trying to follow along.
I understand. There's a lot.
Yeah. I listen. I have the tag Thembo on my stream, okay? I am doing my best. Okay. Let's see. Some other comments in the chat. People calling him the laughing killer. I think the Genghis Khan thing doesn't count as a turnoff, actually. People who find the magic boxes get planets as rewards.
They do. People, some guys,
Real?
four Imperial Guardsmen found an SCT that produced better knives, and each of them was given a planet.
All right, next slide. Slide 17. You have 1 minute.
Ashley, please put any song by The Who. Any of, just
Okay,
any
just
of,
keep
please.
talking. Just keep talking.
God. Always a cavalry vanguard, the 5th Legion got adapted really well to Chogorian culture when the Genghis... Okay, basically, the first generation of White Scars were Mongolian cosplayers because they weren't Mongolian, and then they started recruiting for planet Mongolia, so now they're just Mongolians.
Okay.
You've played Civ. They're the Mongolians from Civ in with jet bikes and powered armor. That's what they do.
I haven't played Civilization.
God damn you, Ashley.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They're so fucking cool. They would help protect pioneer ships out to the frontier to help settle unsettled worlds full of human life. They're cool. They're cool guys. Civ is for turbo nerds. You're watching a Warhammer stream.
Ooh, gotcha. All right, next slide. Slide 18. You have 2 minutes.
Leman Russ. They name a tank after this dude. Wolf, 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 Viking, wolf, wolf, Viking, wolf, Viking. Viking werewolf king from planet Viking. Leman Russ is the Wolf Lord of Fenris, and serves as the Emperor's executioner. When a messy message needs sending by Blade Edge, Russ is sent with his sons. Unique among the Primax, and his legion unique among their own kind, for possessing the Canis Helix, an ancient gene sorcery used to create the dog soldiers of old mankind, perfected by the Emperor into a wild kind of space marine.
They just made werewolves?
They're werewolf space marine Vikings.
Keep going.
I just wanted you to soak that in.
No, I am.
Time.
I'm soaking. Don't worry about that.
One time he got in a fight with the lion because the lion kill-stealed, and they fought each other until it was a draw, and Lehman went, "Oh, we're fighting over something silly. Here, let's have it a draw." And the lion said, "We're not friends," and fucking cold-cocked him.
I respect that. I respect that.
Russ and his boys stayed loyal throughout the heresy, especially since they were kind of partially responsible for it getting as bad as it did as quickly as it did when they set fire to the planet of Prospero.
Oh, good.
They turned a planet into a fucking fire zone. There are going to be very few women in this Doom. I am so sorry. This is pure man beef pain.
Yeah, sorry, Doom. Like, listen. Lilah is a turbo lesbian as well. She feels your pain. I'm assuming.
I moved to Seattle and became a dyke and got 2 girlfriends. You could force femme Fulgrim pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, next one. I didn't play Stinger. I played the golf clap for that. All right, this is slide 19. You have 60 seconds. Go.
Check out how many crimes these Vikings could do. Okay, give a Viking from a planet that is trying to kill him a space AK-47 and powered armor and tell him he's allowed to do whatever he wants to something that isn't human. Now also make him a werewolf. That's what the Emperor made, and he gave it to a Viking warrior king from Valhalla. It's bizarre they're
Wait. That's not Valhalla?
No, the planet is named Fenris. That is a joke.
Oh, okay.
It is bizarre that they are treated as dead seriously as they are in the fiction, and the fact they do a bunch of nightmarish shit like raising entire worlds as part of their fighting in the heresy is really weird. They stayed loyal and tried to wipe the memory of their enemies from the galaxy through bloodshed.
Everyone is a fan of this armor, by the way.
Yeah, they are furry werewolf Vikings. They are all wolves.
God. All right, next one. This one you have 60 seconds.
Rugal Dorn. They also name a tank for this guy.
Oh, good.
Rogel is a fucking weirdo who loves to build fortresses. He designed the Imperial Palace. Isn't that fun? He's from a frozen little shithole planet and recruits just as many weirdos as he can, as long as he thinks they have the same kind of stern determination he values in his soldiers. A loyalist throughout, Dorn despises Perturabo, and it was very mutual. So they got to have fun when the fighting started, and also after the heresy, but that is a story for another time when I tell you about the Iron Cage. Rogel Dorn is a severe weirdo who runs things as efficiently as he can, but he's much more human about it than Perturabo. He just has very exacting standards, and he's not mad, he's disappointed.
Why does he look like Mike Pence?
I don't know. This picture is not from when Mike Pence was relevant as a human being.
Okay. Alright, next slide. 21. You have 2 minutes.
The Imperial Fists, Stone Men. First recruited from the entire breadth of Terra, the Imperial Fists were reconnected with their Primarch, Rugel Dorn, just as the Legion was formed, and so from the birth of the Legion, Rugel Dorn has had his Legion like a limb. Even as newcomers have been recruited and the dead replaced, the standards haven't dropped from there. They just do what he says and follow the orders and improvise, and they work perfectly together. They are a commander who knows his soldiers and a soldiers who know their commander. The Imperial Fists were loyalists. They were the wardens of Terra, and when the sons of Horus fell upon the walls of the Imperial Palace, the sons and all the fell forces of hell retreated, bloody and broken. It would take Perturabo's malicious madness to break the 7th Legion. Also, yes, they are bright yellow.
This is the brightest color scheme I've seen like so far here, and it took me a second to realize that there's like a skeleton.
Yeah, he evaporated a dude with a Volkite weapon.
A what?
A Volkite weapon.
What is a Volkite weapon?
It's a... You know the laser beams from Mars Attacks?
Yes.
It's that. We gave that to Space Marines.
Oh, good. I mean, I love that beam. So.
Yeah, it just skeletonizes you.
Mm-hmm. I'm also just taking in like the bear paw pauldrons.
He's wearing a bear pelt as part of his cape. Yes.
Okay, there we go. When you die and he keeps vaporizing. Good one. Good one. Anyway, again for this one. All right, next slide. 22. Have 60 seconds.
Conrad Kurz, from the 8th Legion. Fucking stinky crime man. Hate this bitch. Glad he's dead. Stupid psychic asshole. Fucking good riddance.
Is this like a the less said the better sort of situation?
He's dead. He's dead. That's it. I don't know. Fuck Conrad Kurz. Fuck Conrad Kurz. Fuck him.
People are calling him Batman. And it's stupid. People want to know more about Conrad Kurz.
Well, fuck you people.
Wow.
Fuck Conrad. I hate Conrad.
This is why you're only
Conrad's
on like the show once a year. It's because you're so aggressive towards the audience.
They know what they signed up for.
That's the thing. A lot of people didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I need you to understand, children. I've been told to make this like an Adult Swim show, and so aggression on part of the guest, I think, is an important part of that.
No, you're doing great. I want to be clear. You are doing great here. I just have to play the straight man in these bits. You know how it is. Anyway, next one. This is slide 23. You have 1 minute.
8. The Night Haunter. Everything gets worse. Hey, what happens when you raise a psychic demigod with perfect future sight on Planet Crime? He turns into this, the Night Haunter, the Slayer of Men, the Thing in the Dark. He can see everything that'll happen, and he refuses to make a choice that'll ever make anything better. It's safer to always be right and always be disappointed, because then you can do whatever you want. This is the Primarch of the Night Lords. This is the Night Haunter. This is a man who thinks skinning the entire population of a planet alive is a good way to get every other planet in the system to surrender without a fight.
Everyone's saying it looks like Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, he's Jeff the Killer if Jeff the Killer was a psychic demigod in powered armor.
I'm glad that you like are figuring out this stuff. Like you're just like immediately like, yeah, no, we get it.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man.
Yep. Next slide. 24. You have 1 minute.
The Night Lords. Oh, make it a crime.
Oh,
Remember Planet Crime? It's also Italy, ruled by Murder Batman. That's who the Night Haunter is, by the way. That's Murder Batman, and he rules over Planet Crime, which is also Italy. And the Night Lords, before they got reintroduced to their Primarch, were a penal legion. So the worst criminals of Terra turned into Space Marines, mixed with Italian men whose bloodline is crime, also turned into Space Marines. They were terror troops, which means that they were the war crimes division of the Imperial military. They'd show up, murder an entire planet in the worst ways they could think of, and then looked at every other planet in the system and said, why don't fucking go? And you know what? It kind of worked, because no one likes being flayed. Needless to say, they went to the Horus side of the heresy because, goddamn, they love crime so much.
I was sorry asking him, was it actually Russia? Oh, no, time's up. Oh, well.
No. Nostromo is Italy. It's crime. They're from Italy. They're from Italy. My
Next
roommate
slide. You have 5
placement
minutes.
is here.
You have
I'm
5
sorry.
minutes.
Oh, fuck. I get 5 minutes for this. Sanguinius! Everyone's perfect special boy. I love him. Look at him. He's beautiful. He grew up on the planet Ball, a radioactive shithole in which the human form was warped to its painful limits by the loving embrace of radiation and toxic waste. Here the angel learned compassion, that which his father loathed. The angel took the mutants with him to a land of peace atop the mountains. He was their protector, their savior, and when his father came, he uplifted the mutants who wished to come with him. He threw them into the fires of perdition, and with them tamed the dead men his father presented as the sons of the angel. The angel was the best of the Primarchs, a young king among a family of divinities. What the angel lacked was the kind of cruelty required by his father, and so the angel was passed over for the title of War Master, and when the heresy began, he shed bloody tears to raise his blade against his brothers. But by the end of the heresy, the angel would be made a martyr, and in the blood of Sanguinius, it was the Imperium born.
I just want to call out Doom's comment here. Gandalf Huge Naturals, is that you?
No, this is Sanguinius. This is Sanguinius, and this is canonically what Sanguinius looks like, and no one's allowed to argue with me, because it's my fucking stream now. I have a gun in this roleplay scenario. This is just what Sanguinius looks like.
I mean, did James Workshop sign off on this?
James Workshop has no power over me.
God. People are saying I'm not looking it up. I did just Google Sanguinius for my own research. I'm curious, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm going to respect my teacher here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is that sucker punch I had waiting for you halfway through, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is person is beautiful.
So Sanguinius is the opposite of Conrad, where when he saw the future, he tried to make the choice that would make the best for everyone.
And
it didn't work out, but he tried.
I was gonna say, it didn't seem like it.
No, it didn't work. Also, he was a vampire angel from the planet Toxic Waste.
I mean, you say, yeah, like, you throw around these terms. They're just like, they're literally a Dracula angel and stuff like that, and I know you're not joking.
I need you to understand that he canonically had functioning wings and used his psychic powers to help him fly.
What, the wings didn't do it fly?
He is a fucking war demigod.
You
the human body doesn't allow for flight, so he used his psychic powers to make up for the rest of it, but he also just had beautiful angel wings that were somewhat hypnotic when you looked at them. He is the perfect special boy, and I love him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have the wings, are you saying the wings can't fly? The wings that won't grant the flight, you have to use the psychic power as well?
The wings are the focus for the psychic powers.
Okay. So it's not like the wings give the lift. The wings are just like the Tesla coil for the psychic power.
Sanguinius is the best. Everyone loved... I need you to understand. Everyone canonically loved Sanguinius. Everyone liked Sanguinius. He was the member of the family that everyone got along with.
I'm so glad you got 5 minutes here, because we're just like drinking this in here.
Drink in Sanguinius. He is perfect and beautiful. It's not a polycule. They are brothers. I'm not going to judge you if you do that, but I just need to make it clear how we're going to be discussing this going forward.
I didn't know this.
I'm talking to Doom. They're brothers. They are all brothers. They are all brothers whose genetic code is derived from the Emperor.
That's a little fucked up. Oh no. We should have established that earlier.
I did! I told you they were built in a lab!
That's true. You did. That was 23 slides ago.
I told you they were built in a lab!
They were 23 slides and 60 minutes ago you said that, and then there was a lot of very dense information in between.
They're brothers because the Emperor is their dad, and he built them in a lab.
Oh wow, we have to move on. Okay. Next slide. 26. 5 minutes.
Blood Angels. Vampires in Space World War I. Okay, so, like, Sanguinius didn't get to reconnect with his Legion for a long time. And if you remember our 40k presentation, the Blood Angels have a broken omophagia, which is the space marine organ that lets them eat the brains of the dead to gain their memories.
I do remember this.
You remember that. Everyone remembers this. Anyway, theirs is broken, and it turned them into horrid ghouls in which they didn't care if they lived or died because that part of the initiation into the Legion was eating the brains of the guy who had your stuff before you so that you could become him and replace him.
Code Blue, I absolutely remember the organ that let you spit acid. Oh, we have a raid!
Oh shit!
We have a
you
raid!
Came in time for Blood Angels!
Yeah,
Let's go, everybody!
I can really go over a grimace meal. Oh, well.
I see.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna ignore you assholes. Anyway, so they were ghouls.
No, I have to welcome the raiders.
Okay.
Evil game show rules. I'm not stopping the timer. Welcome, raiders.
Oh god.
Welcome, raiders. You're in the middle of a Warhammer 30k presentation with my friend and guest Lilah, whose itch.io page you can check out right here.
I'm talking about the ghouls. They were ghouls before they were angels because they would eat each other's brains when they died to focus and keep
just
the
real
lineage
quick,
of war
I'm just gonna
going.
go back real quick. I want people to see Sanguinius here because I feel like
please look at Sanguinius.
Take a look at this beautiful man.
Sanguinius is beautiful. We all love Sanguinius. If you don't love Sanguinius, I'm afraid I will have to ask you to leave. He is everyone's perfect special boy, and we will hear nothing wrong about him. Please go back to the other slide.
Here we go. All right, continue. Here.
I have 3 minutes. So Sanguinius finally showed up, and he was rightly horrified at the ghouls, the Legion of the Dead, as they were called. And he was like, "Okay, everybody, we're gonna start doing crafts." Literally, he starts doing crafts and, like, enriching their environment to make them into people again. He's like, "Okay, boys, you're not allowed to eat brains anymore, and you just..." I can't see the stream. Oh no, oh fuck, oh god, I've lost my plate.
What did you do? What did you do?
I don't know, so a thing popped up and it says shout out, and I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's Johnny who just raided. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks, bro.
I'm sorry. I was doing the thing that I'm supposed to do, just shout out people.
I'm sorry, I don't know how this works either. I'm only on here once a year. I don't know how this works.
Okay.
Anyway, look at these beautiful plastic dolls you can buy. I love them. The Blood Angels stayed loyal throughout the heresy 99% of the time. A couple of them fell to chaos, despite the fact that Khorne, the god of blood, wanted them so badly. He wanted them so badly.
Wanted them how?
He wanted them to fall and to Khorne and fall to his chaos corruption and worship him as their living demon father and god.
Oh, people are saying City Space Marines make do.
Go to hell. His name is cool. I can't change what the god is named. I can't change what the god is named. Anyway, they stayed loyal throughout the heresy. They didn't fall to chaos. They were good. They're good boys. We love them.
Yeah. So we. I mean, I know we love Sanguinius. Sanguinius,
Yeah.
perfect boy. Like look.
Perfect
look
boy,
at him, right?
Sanguinius.
Perfect boy.
Yeah.
It feels like cop behavior. It'd be like show would just be like, hey, no more eating brains, and it's like, come on, why are you kind of coming
Actually,
in?
they were eating brains instead of training new recruits.
Yeah, and
They weren't. They were monsters. They were eating the dead after they murdered them and just crawling through the bombed out ruins of cities they attacked.
That's
And he was like, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. What the fuck? It's not healthy for a person to do this.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Jay. Thank you for coming by.
Bye.
Glad you could be here. You'll be able to see the rest later. I'll put them up on. Oh my god. Slanesh would let them party.
Slanesh would have let them party.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking talking
also,
about. You know?
It wasn't even partying. It was just this nightmarish existence of less than humanity. It was bad.
Which sounds on par for 30K.
Yeah.
Next slide.
Next slide.
All right, slide 27. You have 2 minutes.
Oh, thank God. Ferrus Manus, owner of the dumbest name in Warhammer.
Wait, that's real?
Ferrus Manus owns, but also what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Who is writing this shit? His name is Iron Hands, and he has Iron Hands, and his chapter is also called Iron Hands, and it's hands of fucking iron all the way down here. We're in some real fucking steel type shit here. Hugh Jackman is comforting me with his paternal voice as this strange queer has a breakdown about a space fascist named by dipshit British stoners in 1983. I fucking hate it here.
That's not what you wrote.
Anyway, he's also called the Gorgon because he's supposed to be ugly, but I think he's kind of daddy. Also, he strangled a space dragon to death with his bare hands, and its skin melted to his skin and fused forevermore. He was named Ferrus Manus before he had the hands of iron, by the way. You remember the giant junk arcs the Jawas lived in Star Wars? He grew up in one of those.
Wow. I do remember that, yeah. Oh, hi, Conditionbleen. Glad you could be here. We're talking about Warhammer 30K. Anyway, continue, Lilah. I'm sorry.
He rarely got along with any of his brothers except for Fulgrim. He and Fulgrim loved each other deeply. Fulgrim appreciated his brother's craftsmanship and straightforwardness. Manus appreciated his brother's canniness and self-control. But Ferrus stayed loyal in the heresy. But he perished. The thing that used to be Fulgrim beheaded his beloved older brother and took the head with him, beyond time, space, and sanity.
Yeah, someone said, let's see, I think Doom said his face looks like a tire.
His face does look, okay. Don't judge me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah?
He reminds me of a leather daddy.
All right, next slide. I just wanted to let that one sit in the air a little bit. Okay, next slide. You have 5 minutes.
I don't need 5 minutes, god damn you! Iron Hands, I swear to god they are called that. Have you ever looked at a Space Marine and thought, how can I make this 9-foot killing machine less human? Have you considered invasive surgical procedures, cybernetic grafts, and esoteric technomancy from the deep reaches of space? Oh, Rustfinger's fairy did. Why, you ask? Because the flesh is weak where steel is strong. That is the riddle of steel, child. the Iron Hands are cyborg space marines. They cybernetically enhance themselves. That's their thing. They're cyborgs.
I
They're just
mean,
cyborgs.
isn't every Space Marine basically that?
They're doing it more.
Okay. Well, you said that these are like 9 feet tall, as opposed to like what, like 7?
I just wrote a number there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. All right. I mean, I would
Yeah,
have believed you.
So you would have believed me, but I feel like I have to be truthful. The Iron Hands are masters of the lost arts of technology.
Uh-huh.
That's their thing as a Space Marine Legion, so their guns are better than everyone else's, and they have robots. They're allowed to have robots. They have battle robots as part of their order of battle.
So, are they basically like the Brotherhood of Steel?
That's a good way to think of them, yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, we did it. We did it, folks. We did it.
They're like the Brotherhood of Steel if the Brotherhood of Steel wasn't about hoarding technology, but about how you need to kill your emotions to become the perfect killing machine.
I mean, like, we all do that, right?
That is a thing. It's normal for girls.
It's normal for girls. This is normal for girls.
It's
By the way,
normal for girls.
I just want to say that someone it was Ray earlier said that actually they're called sand crawlers, but they referred to the Star Wars thing before.
Okay. I have Warhammer in my head instead of Star Wars, and that makes me a less healthy person and harder to speak to.
I so thought that you were gonna end that sentence with and makes it harder to kill me.
It does also do that.
Like, this presentation is about like I sometimes I feel like you and I had this back and forth of you're actually locked in here with me, but it, like, depending on the situation, it goes either way with us.
The violence is intermittent, interscene, and always a surprise.
I mean, it's kind of it's almost like we have our own Warhammer. Us.
A Warhammer called Friendship. I hope to fucking Christ, Ashley, I hope to God you made the next one shorter. I need you to understand how much I built this assuming I would have so much less time per slide.
I warned you.
You did warn me, but
I
I
warned
didn't
you.
understand. I
warned
fucked
you.
up.
Yeah.
I trapped myself in this hell where I still have like 2 minutes.
Yeah, you have 2 minutes. You can. I mean, it's like you need to learn how to vamp. You know, like, this is what it's like when you're streaming. Okay, this is what streaming is like. Sometimes you have like dead air, and you have to fill it in.
God, this hurts.
Now
It
you know
hurts
how
to
it
do
is.
this.
Now you know what it's like to be me.
Oh God, I wasn't strong enough. Where's my glass of water?
Yeah, that's why you should listen to me, the streamer, when I told you were like, I don't need water, and I was like, go get water. Thank you, Jim.
I want a cigarette so badly.
Well, you have half this presentation. It's not that many. It's not that
I'm gonna
many.
die.
You're gonna be fine. Don't worry, okay?
You're gonna see on the news, and you're gonna see, oh shit, some weird
Hey,
queer
you know what?
died
Here,
in
will
the
this make you
house.
feel better? Look. Oh, isn't that fun?
I can't. Oh fuck! Look at that. They're really just. How many of those are you kids drinking? That's not healthy for you.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You guys are like pissing fucking the same color as the Iron Hand. Not the Imperial Fists at this rate.
It's
all those
fine.
goddamn
It's fine.
cans.
Trash
It
piles
is
up.
Trash does pile up, but sweetie, your piss is
Ah!
gonna be yellow like a banana if you drink that much.
It's built up over time, you know? Just you have some here, you have some there, and it's just like, what am I gonna do? Open up the window and throw the can out of it?
I mean, it's a space station, right? I'd assume it had a trash compactor and exit into a decaying orbit if you worked that way.
All right, next slide.
All right.
Before we get to this slide, let me just say here, let's see. Brian12_TX, thank you for following.
Hooray!
Yeah,
Thank you. You will be spared.
You will be spared. Thank you. Okay, so this one you have. Let me see here. Which slide? 59. You have 2 minutes.
God damn it. All records expunged. Excommunicate traitoris. Look, we talked about this. It'd be weird if we only lost one demigod baby to the vagaries of space-time. Like, the Emperor made 20 of them. Only 2 utterly lost to history by the whims of the Dark Gods is good numbers. Stop asking questions about them.
I'd like to take this moment to ask for some questions.
You can ask questions about anything except the 2nd and 8th and 9th legions. 2nd and 11th, sorry.
2nd, 8th, 9th. So we can talk about the aspect of 10th Legion.
So you can ask about any legion that isn't the 2nd or the 11th, because those legions just don't exist anymore, and we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. It's fine.
Kind of like how what was it, like the Hitler in 40K that like Games Workshop doesn't talk about anymore?
Okay, no, I actually have to explain this bit now.
Yeah, now you got 50 seconds.
Okay, so the bit is that the 2nd and 11th legions of the Space Marines have never actually been a decided canon thing. They exist so that you can write your own.
Oh, that's fun.
You are allowed to, by the text of the game, just make those up for yourself and slot them in wherever you want.
Let's see.
It's a little like Inquisitor Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau,
Yeah.
but mostly it's an excuse to help people feel like they're part of the setting when they're making their guys. It's one of the nice things about Warhammer's writing.
It is your fault that I know Inquisitor Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau is
It is.
a canon
It's my
character.
fault that his beautiful face is in your mind's eye right now.
Yep. Anyway. Next slide. Slide number 30. You have 60 seconds.
Fuck. Angron, the Red Angel. You ever see Spartacus? Probably, right? Okay, so it's like this, but Warhammer, so get ready. Angron was a slave in the gladiator pits. A surgeon installed a cybernetic in him called the Butcher's Nails. They grew into his brain. Pain killed and replaced all he knew, except for when he was killing people, and the killing was good. Through the pain, he organized his fellows. They started a war, but they lost it. In a glorious last stand, surrounded by his brothers in arms, Angron welcomed death, and was teleported aboard the Emperor's flagship, cowed by a golden god, and watched his brothers die. He never recovered from it. He just got worse. He gave the nails to his legion. He
10 seconds.
kept killing until the skulls piled up to make a mountain, until the blood he spilled filled a lake, until the great god Khorne took his soul and the soul of his legion.
Just under the wire. Good work. Oh, man. All right, next slide. You have 30 seconds.
Warhounds, the World Eaters. Funny thing about the Horus Heresy is it's the past, right? It already happened. We're just playing with the pieces. We can go back to a time when the World Eaters were men, and not the beasts they became. The Butcher's Nails ruined them. The endless wars shattered them. Angron dragged them all to hell. In the Red Angel's wake, the Warhounds hunt. In the Red God's gaze, his champions fight. They've never had a chance to be anything but the awful monsters they've become.
All right, just in time. Woo! All right, we're cranking these out now. All right.
Right, these are the ones where I was like, okay, they're probably going to get scattered some smaller times in here.
Right. Oh, man. I wonder how much time you wish you had for this one.
Kind of a lot.
You have 60 seconds.
Fuck off. Fuck. Okay. Robot Gilliman? Hey, this guy's at 40k. Hey, remember in history class in middle school how it always made the Greeks and Romans into glorious Ubermensch who invented everything cool? Yeah, that's Robbie G here. Adopted a son of a senator of McCrag, he ended up conquering the world through a lot of diplomacy and a lot of war, and then kept going until he owned a couple of worlds. Then he got into his real love, logistics. Robbie, when he got his legion back, just kind of kept them doing what he'd already been doing, conquering planets, rationalizing their governments however he felt was best to ensure the self-sufficiency, then factor the rest of the planet's production into supporting his wider logistics network between worlds. Gulliman builds empires. That's what he was built to do. That's why his legion became the largest, conquered the most worlds,
15.
And why he was passed over for the position of War Master. Everyone figured someday that Robbie would just up and
10
leave
seconds.
and make his own little empire away from all his brothers and demanding father. He kind of almost did. During the heresy, after the Battle of Calth, after beating back the world
Time's
bears in
up.
Warhammer.
All right. That's
Oh,
the
damn.
first time you've run out on a slide.
I had to breathe in the middle of that.
I know. Coward stuff. Anyway, next slide. Slide 33. You have 30 seconds.
Ultramarines, wait, fuck, that's their number? I could have sworn Raven Guard were the 13th Legion. When I get to those guys, you'll definitely understand why I said that. Anyway, the Ultramarines are Roman Legion motherfuckers whose entire gimmick is staring directly into the other Legion's eyes and shoving the other Legion's gimmick into their mouth all at once. They're not the best at anything, but they're really good at everything. They are the biggest Legion at
10
2,500...
seconds.
250,000 Marines at the time of the heresy. They stayed loyal, however they spent most of the early heresy just fucked and separated from everyone.
Time's up.
Oh god, I need more time.
Well, good news. This one you have 5 minutes.
Fantastic. Mortarion! Wow. How come you get 2 bad dads? Morty got 2 dads. One, an abusive power freak who demands perfection and only gives orders and tests and nothing even resembling basic human relationship. And the other was a literal demon of poison. He was raised by that demon, a witch king upon the planet Barbarous, lord of a deathly aristocracy, and Mortarion was raised in his halls, until one day, Mortarion escaped, and he climbed down the mountain and met the human serfs who lived in terror of the Witch King upon the mountain, and the boy took up their sides and worked the fields for a year and a day, and they grew to love him. They fought with him, and they died for him, and they scaled the mountain with scythes and tools against witchcraft and demon flesh, and when the ships came from the sky, as Mortarion stood in the antechamber of his father's hall, a man of gold came and spoke to him, to proclaim himself Mortarion's true father, and that this was a final test. Slay the demon and come with him, to the stars. And Mortarion, he failed. His father's spells were insidious, his words were venom, his breath was rot. Mortarion lay wounded, able to just grasp his scythe. He wasn't dead, he still could have done it. But the Emperor was impatient, and killed the demon himself, with just a swipe of his hand. And it was like Mortarion had done nothing, had not cut many oozing wounds in his father's flesh, had not harried and hounded the daemon. The poison worked its way into Mortarion's heart, and it died, and it stayed dead forevermore.
So it's just Sisyphean torture here.
Yeah, so Mortarion hates witchcraft, hates magic, hates his dad, hates both of his dads, hates everyone, fucking hates that he has to be here and isn't allowed to be a farmer.
Damn.
Yeah, he never wanted it. He didn't want any of this, and it all went so wrong for him because he was kind of a spiteful cunt and trusted the wrong people.
I'm noticing that that last line here is it says poison worked its way into his heart and it died and it stayed dead. I notice it's just saying is it just the heart is dead?
Yeah, Mortarion never felt pity or anything for anyone ever again after that point.
Hold on. I am not. I would pin it, but that would impede Lilah being able to read the chat. I think that
It would.
It
would
Lilah has asked without formally asking me to not pin stuff now because it makes it more difficult for her to read the chat.
Yeah, I have a small screen. Mortarion. Oh god. Yeah, so Mortarion, despite having psychic powers of his own, is self-loathing about psychic powers because his dad was a literal demon from hell.
Oh, that was for real. Okay.
Yeah, his dad was a literal demon from hell that raised him as in an abusive household.
I mean, I say that you're serious, but it's like, I know you're serious. When?
What are you doing? Yeah, demons are real. You keep forgetting that demons are a real thing in Warhammer.
Morty does numerology using the tortured soul of his demon dad, like a fucking nerd.
He does also do that. He does literally also do that.
Literally in the literal sense. Yeah, no, it's... I keep forgetting that, none of these are goofs. None of these are metaphors. It's just no, it's what it says on the tin.
I will tell you if it's a metaphor.
I can't help but notice that in 2 presentations, nothing has been a metaphor.
There was one metaphor in the last presentation.
I don't remember it, but also that was because it was like 9 months ago.
This is fair.
No, wait, hold on. No, it was 10 months ago. It was in August last year.
I am only here once a year to tell you all about Warhammer.
Well, shit, like, wait, it was 11 months ago. We're in July right now.
Yes, we are.
And you keep saying once a year, and it's like, so everyone's probably thinking like, oh no, the second half is happening next year. No, I'm
happening and I'm done with it.
Yeah, like we get at least like a couple months, but I don't think we're gonna wait a full year to have you do part 2 of
No,
this.
probably not. But
No.
like I told Ashley before the show started, there is so much material that I have to fucking fit into the rest of this.
Yeah, no, it's a lot going on. And me turning this into an evil game show is not helping.
The evil game show isn't helping. Also, hi Josh, hi my roommate.
Oh, is that who Opaque Shadow is?
Yes, that's my roommate.
Aw.
Game show
Anyway, your
fan.
time's up on this one. Next slide. Slide 35. You have 60 seconds.
Callus Typhon, king of dirtbags. You know, Callus also grew up on Barbarous. He was a psyker. He just didn't know it. He was a child, aiding young Mortarion in his crusade against the Overlord of Barbarous. Shame it failed, right? Still, he got to be a space marine. Shame that the powers of chaos found him, through the touch of a sickly old woman. She whispered to him one of the Plague Father's names, and he just knew. His fall to chaos predates even Horus's, and that's why, when all his plans failed, and when the Dark Angels hounded the Terminus Est, when Mortarion struck him across the face and demanded to know why, he deactivated the Geller field, and the Destroyer Plague ran through the Death Guard. They couldn't even die to save themselves the agonies.
Just a side note real quick, Vanguardian, you have said this fucking guy about like 7 of these guys, and I feel like
This is
that's
the most fucking guys per guy. That's all this is.
Well, that's how we can talk about this, guys. All these guys are fuckers, yeah. All right, I just want to like have a confirmation. Doom, real quick, since you are the keeper of the times, I have been accurate with all the times, right? I have not called anything wrong. I have not changed anything just to fuck with Lilah. I am sticking to the times I gave you. Yep, she is confirming. Okay. So listen, Lilah, I am not doing this to torment you. It's just the roll of the dice.
No, it's very
the roll
fun.
of the dice.
I know, no, the antagonism is all part of the bit.
I know. All right. So for this one, you have 30 seconds. Go.
Death Guard. Ooh-ah!
No, that's the ooh. There we go.
Thank you. There you go. Mortarion wasn't kind to his legion. They were told to march forward and to kill, and that's what they did. Through hell they marched, through death and through artillery fire. They marched and they conquered. They conquered broken quagmires of blood and concrete, mud and toxic rain, nuclear winter and bio-ravaged spring. The Death Guard were made tainted by the bloodshed of war, and they became hollow and numb. When they joined the heresy, it was for a certain amount of spite, and Typhon damned their souls to Nurgle.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Next slide. You have this 37. You have 5 minutes.
Oh, thank God. Magnus the Red. Space magic is real and can hurt you. Magnus was a freak baby who remembered being gene-engineered in a lab and was telepathically talking to the Emperor through the light years of distance between Prospero and the ever-advancing Great Crusade's front lines. Prospero was a planet where psychers mastered themselves, a planet of cultists and strangers who banded together for safety. It was good for him to grow up there, and eventually the Emperors dropped by and gave him his legion, the Thousand Sons. Magnus spent the next fucking 60 years unfucking the Thousand Sons' genetic decay and mutations before getting going on the Crusade, forging camaraderie with Horus, Lorgar, and Jagatai. He was the Sorcerer King of Prospero, and his Librarian Corps was excellent at producing mystic soldiers and psychic warriors. Then, as the heresy went down, he tried to warn his father of Horus's treachery, and in response, his father had Leman Russ burn the planet of Prospero to the fucking ground.
Oh, the whole thing?
The whole fucking thing. So Magnus signed up with Horus to protect him and his newly teleported homeworld, the ruins of Prospero. Eventually, Prospero would be forgotten, and Tzeentch would welcome into his court the planet of sorcerers, and Magnus the Red as its demon king.
That's how it's pronounced? Tzeentch?
Tzeentch, yes.
The T is silent.
Tzeentch.
Tzeentch. Tzeentch.
Yep.
Tzeentch. I'm going to keep
Tzeentch.
saying this because this is fun to say. Tzeentch.
It's very fun to say, but it's also the name of a dark god of magic and trickery.
So what, like, we talking, like, Beetlejuice rules?
Yeah, kinda. Also, if he pays too much attention to you, you start to explode into Tentacle Beast. He's the god of mutation.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know they had one of those.
Yeah, Tzeentch is the god of magic and mutation, and that's why he picked up Magnus and put him in his mouth.
Yeah, Tzeentch, Lord of DIY HRT.
Kind of.
Exploding the monster, Tzeentch. Yeah, Doom's all about it.
Yeah, so the attentions of the Chaos Gods grants mutation as a form of their favor, but if they pay too much attention to you too quickly, their favors stack up and you collapse into a gibbering mass of flesh and changing, roiling, pure chaos. That's called a chaos spawn. It's not fun.
I don't know. I feel like there's a good chunk of people here who would just scream their name over and over to get blobbed.
Y'all could. I'm just gonna put an image in chat for everyone of what a chaos spawn looks like.
Oh yeah, do that. We got time. I'll put it up on the stream. There we go. It just loaded directly up. There we go. It's not good. I don't know.
That used to be like at least one or multiple people.
It looks like a Resident Evil final boss.
Kind of. That's what you turn into when chaos gets too wild.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lilah, looks like everyone loves it.
Well, you guys enjoy the pain of being a mutant blob of flesh.
I mean, not with that attitude. I would be on Tzeentch's dick like the Mad Max Fury Road War Boys. Fuck me up, my guy.
Look, if you are... Opaque is correct. If you are strong enough, you can tame the mutations and you turn into a wicked cool super soldier with magic powers and like a demon buddy. But if you fail, and 99% of the time you fail, you turn into this thing.
Opaque, can I click this? Oh, well, it's from Games Workshop, so it's like not.
Yeah, that's
it's
a
gonna be safe
from Warhammer Fantasy.
This seems relatively tame compared to
that's
the one
the
we just had.
changeling.
Oh, okay.
That's a conjoined twins where one of the twins is a sorcerer and the other one is a warrior.
I am trans. This guy rocks to me. Yeah, it's Lilah, your cautionary tale has done the exact opposite.
Look, I just have to give the cautionary tale. If you decide to put your dick in evil, that's your problem.
Yeah, and girls do this.
I know it's normal for girls. I'm the evil other girls fuck.
All right. Great ending to that slide. Holy shit. All right, next one. You have 2 minutes.
The Thousand Suns. Magic is so real and it can hurt you so badly.
We know this.
The Thousand Suns have this problem. It ends up when your genetic base is a mishmash of whatever nature gave you, whatever the Emperor gave you, and whatever the fuck is wrong with Magnus, you start to melt after a few years. It's called the Curse of Flesh. It harrowed them. Even after Magnus's stabilization efforts, they were wise in the ways of the warps, sorcerer soldiers capable of miracles, but no one wanted unclean miracles that made them question the providence of their powers. They were not looked well upon by their brothers.
For melting?
Well, because they were mutants. They profaned the holy form of humanity.
Well, yeah, but like, come on.
Also, they were literal wizards and warlocks, and everyone's like, that guy can make my brain explode by thinking about it. I'm not comfortable with that.
Skill issue.
It was a skill issue. The Thousand Suns followed Magnus to the end of the heresy, and into the embrace of Tzeentch, until the flesh change overcame them, riddled with mutation, dying but not able to die, the chief librarian of the Thousand Sons, Azhek Araman, would cast his rubric, and the Thousand Sons became ghosts, bound to their armors, their bodies turned to the dust inside.
So wait, were they just like poured into these suits then? Is that what you're saying?
No, they were mutating inside their armor, and he tried to undo their mutations and disintegrated them into dust ghosts that pilot the armor.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what? That's actually legit the most fucked up thing I've heard so far.
Cool.
Next
Armand really
slide.
fucked it up.
Next slide. You have 30 seconds.
I didn't know that the Thousand Sons had a robot who shoots a laser made of magic. 30K is a lot, and I didn't know. What the fuck? This is a robot powered by magic.
You didn't know?
I didn't know they had this as a unit.
Everyone knew about this.
You didn't. Don't you fucking lie to me, you stupid
can't
asshole.
believe. Chat, she didn't know. Chat, she didn't know.
You
She
can't
didn't know,
do this to me.
She
You're
didn't know,
not
chat.
allowed to do. No.
She didn't know.
No. Next slide. Next slide.
No, you can't give the order. The clock gives the order. All right. 60 seconds. Go.
Fuck you, Horace Lupercal. We named this game after him. Fuck you, I have 60 seconds. Horace grew up among the underground kill gangs of Chthonia, engaged in warlordism and violence in the bunkers and tunnels of his homeworld. But here's the rub. Chthonia was close to the Sol system. He was the first Primarch returned to the Emperor. He was raised from whatever childhood demigods pass through till adulthood by the Emperor's side. He always felt he was Daddy's favorite, is what I'm saying. I promise you, we will get into his reasons for his treason. Why he set the galaxy aflame, why he broke and sundered the Imperium he had bled for and his sons had died for. But all you need to know is that his brothers loved him, humanity loved him, but he couldn't stand the idea of being bound to serve instead of to lead. And if he could not rule the galaxy, then he would let it burn.
Man. That seems like a little like I don't know. Like that all or nothing approach seems like a lot. Anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna get into why this happened in just a second.
Yeah, alright. 5 minutes. Go.
God damn it. Alright. Horus Ascendant. Full of chaos juice. Okay. I'm gonna use Horus here as an example of how chaos corruption works.
Okay.
You start with very good intentions.
Right.
Those being for Horus, I don't want 40k to happen.
Okay.
That was his good intentions he started with. He doesn't want 40k to happen because he saw the future.
He saw the future as in like the
he
next
saw
month,
40k.
In next month's issue of White Dwarf is what you're saying.
No, he saw his game. And he was like, what the fuck? I can't let that happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's his very good intentions. You end up trying to swallow a power source larger than your own head. You slaughter billions in a war of untold carnage that plunges humanity into a dark age of war and strife and suffering, and the gods laugh.
So this is Horus, like, is this Horus's me sowing, me reaping moment?
This is Horus's me sowing, me reaping, and this is also Horus. Horus has 2 models in the game. We are forgetting his brother stabbing him with the traitor knife, because the traitor knife is an entire section of the next PowerPoint.
Oh, I was about to ask about the knife.
We will talk about the magical traitor knife later, and the moral implications of a knife that makes you a traitor.
Question from Ray in chat. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy sort of deal?
Yeah, the Chaos Gods think it's funny. The Chaos Gods think self-fulfilling prophecies are hilarious.
I nearly did a spit take on that. I was drinking water.
Horus has 2 models in the game of Horus Heresy. This is Horus Ascendant. This is Horus full of chaos juice at the end of the Horus Heresy.
Oh, what's he? So like, do you have to spend more points to deploy this one?
So, games of Horus Heresy are like 3,000 points, Horus is like 600 or 700 on his own.
Oh dear. Horus pussy out mode. Yeah, I want to note that, like, we very rarely get into the actual mechanics of Warhammer in these presentations.
No, I am focusing on like broad stroke story stuff.
Yeah. The one game mechanics thing I remember from the last stream was there was the one where it was like essentially like a walking city, and it's like you're just like a walking boss fight, and it's like what's your army you brought? This guy.
Knights and Titans.
Yeah.
One of the 3 war games that make up the Horus Heresy projects is a game where you just play with Knights and Titans, but they are at a different scale than Warhammer. It's called Epic Scale, so that you can actually play with the models and not be like moving a model the size of a small child across the table.
That's the fun of it, though.
It's still really cool though. I will dig up some pictures. Wait, well, you know what? No, fuck it. I got a minute. I can go to Warcom.
Yeah, you have a minute and 20 seconds.
Warhammer.
So this is the game show.
It's the game show. I'm filling time. God damn it.
Do you not want the timer next time?
No, I'm having fun.
Okay.
Here.
So make the timer longer is what you're saying.
No, God, no. Just like more variations of time, I think is actually the answer.
Okay, we'll see.
Because I think I assumed a lot more variation. Here in the chat is an example of the models you use in Legio Titanicus.
Okay, they're up on screen.
These are Warhound Titans, and they are about the size of a Space Marine model.
Why is it when you squint and look at them, it looks like the flag of Maryland?
I don't know. They're supposed to be giant robot dog. The scale is... Oh, they're dreadnought sized? Oh, fuck. These guys are huge. This thing's like a couple inches tall, maybe about... Fuck, I don't know how tall things are. I just know how big they are in my hand.
Okay, like when you're holding like this one in your hand, do you have to like palm it? Can you close?
Palm it. You gotta palm this sucker.
Okay, so like you can't close your hand around it, is what you're saying.
You can kind of get your fingers up, but you can't fully enclose your fist.
Okay, there we go. Asked and answered. Anyway.
And that there's an entire game where you play as those guys.
All right, next one. Slide 42. You have 2 minutes.
Ezekiel Abaddon, most evil name in Warhammer, winner. So Kyle here was born and raised on Cathonia, where he was recruited to the Luna Wolves for his loyalty to the kill gangs, you see. He was not an ambitious man by nature. He just did not desire the crown of a king. He just wanted to be a good soldier. He wanted to fight. He wanted to prove his glory. And that would eventually make him the first captain of the Luna Wolves. He was Horus's most loyal son. He was the kind of man Horus thought should rule the galaxy. And that's what damned him. He survived the heresy, and he took his father's title when he retreated to the Eye of Terror. Abaddon would become the War Master of Chaos, Abaddon the Despoiler, Master of the Black Crusades, ever chosen of Chaos.
I agree with Doom. This hair is out of control.
His hair is fucking out of control.
We haven't talked about it because I feel I want to be clear. It's like
his arms only fall off in 40k.
Yeah, this is only about 30k.
We are only talking about 30k.
Hello, Mago Sasha. Thank you.
That's my roommate Sasha. Hi, Sasha.
Hi, Sasha. Oh man, his arms got fixed anyways. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as someone who is a Warhammer novice implying I'm even playing it, things like there's a lot of like heads poking out of giant like blocks of armor.
Yeah, that's kind of just what Space Marines are for.
That's just the vibe.
That's
it's just like
what Space
little
Marines
head, this little head poking out here.
Poking out of a big old fucking... Woo! Well, no, I can't be a Warhammer virgin given what I did.
Yeah, no, you that is long gone. That's long gone. Okay, Slide 43. You have 2 minutes.
I really don't need it. Luna Wolves, the Sons of Horus. There's not actually a lot I can think of to write about these guys. I don't know anyone who actually plays them, and mostly their gimmick is being the most competent of the traitor forces. They're the protagonists of the evil side, and that means they're kind of boring somehow.
Okay, so they're squares. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, basically, all of the characters involved with the Luna Wolves are way more cool than the Luna Wolves themselves, but they're pretty good at being the just hardcore killing motherfuckers.
I mean, like, but also, like, it's the thing from The Incredibles. If everyone's super, no one's super. So you gotta have
Right,
some
they're
fucking
way
losers in
cooler.
here.
They're way cooler in the books, but also I didn't have time to read all the. There are 130 plus novels in the Horus Heresy series.
Yeah, could you
I
go
love
over?
you people.
Could you go over the number, the sheer number of amount of media in the Horus Heresy
I
series?
do in the final slide,
Okay,
actually.
good. All right, yeah. Don't spoil the rest of it then. Yeah,
There's so
yeah. The evil
so
side,
much
as
text.
if anyone's not evil in this world.
Josh and Sasha help me by handing me books, and then I start crying. There's so much.
How many books did you read?
I didn't read any of the books, but I read a couple of the campaign books that we have. Most of the campaign books we have in the house. I didn't read the novels.
I could just tell you about a novel. You asked me if I was insane.
Yes, I get to recreate the thing Ashley and I do, but with Sasha. That's a thing that happens. Sasha and Josh are in deeper than I am.
Oh, good. Here we go. Scale comparison. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So there you can see like the grand,
The same model.
The same model at like playable scale and actual scale.
At scale for 40k and scale for Adeptus Titanicus. So those are the same model in 2 different games.
Oh my god. Yeah, now we can take this one. The big one is actually too small.
Slightly too small, actually.
I love that. I love that. Oh my god.
It's so very stupid.
They do look
Anyway.
They do have a lot of BattleTech vibes going.
Yeah, BattleTech if it was gothic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it rules.
Next slide, 44. Let's
right.
see. 60 seconds.
Lorgar Aurelian, faith without deeds is dead. Technically, this is all of his fault. Lorgar was raised to be a priest, you see. He is a man of deep faith, iron will, and golden tongue. Empires bowed down to him as a living god, and he in turn saw his father, the Emperor, as the hand of the divine working through mankind. Since the Emperor was a militant atheist who wanted to destroy faith to starve the gods of chaos, and so Lorgar was never good enough, his works were blasphemous to the faithless state of the imperial truth, and he was the physically weakest of the Primarchs. Because he wasn't a fighter, he was a talker. Eventually, he would seek divinity at the urging of his adopted father, and he would find the primordial truth. Finally, he found gods who not only accepted his worship, but rewarded it. And he won, in the long run, the Temple of the Savior Emperor, the major dogma within the Imperial Creed of 40k, is based heavily on his own writings of the Emperor's supposed divinity.
I think you might have gotten a couple extra seconds there.
You got into it, it's fine.
Yeah, I was.
He literally wrote the Bible for 40k, and yet he was also a chaos-worshipping monster.
This is the closest thing to a W anyone's really gotten in.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
All
He
right.
got a W.
60 seconds, go.
Corphaeron. Oh, this cunt. Lorgar's adopted dad got made into an almost space marine and basically spent the entire Great Crusade trying to convince Lorgar that chaos was awesome. There are so many books where he's standing there just being kind of evil. God, I hate him. They give him the traitor knife at some point, and he just gets so much time with the traitor knife.
I hate the fact that you're not going to get into the traitor knife in this.
Everything is actually Corphaeron's fault. Oh, Josh is right. Chat is correct. This is everything that happens in the Horus Heresy is this one asshole's fault.
Damn, alright.
This is the asshole.
Why does he look like he's looking through a submarine, like a porthole?
Because that's just the shape of Terminator armor.
He just that armor makes him look like strong mad.
I didn't talk about Erebus because I hate him.
Oh, so you're not being unbiased.
I did skip
All right.
Erebus because I hate him.
All right, next one. Slide 46. You have 5 minutes.
Word bearers, para spera ad inferni. So the word bearers were like a proper crusading force, a bunch of just religious zealots in the finest equipment, and they could get, slaughtering their enemies and converting the survivors to their faith. Usually, this was the imperial truth, a political indoctrination of humanity's divine supremacy and genetic destiny to rule the stars. Then, it became the imperial creed, the truth of the God Emperor and of mankind's divine ascendance. Then it became the primordial truth, the gospel of chaos, the lie of order, the divinity of the galaxy. They never stopped being the same kind of men of deep and unshakable faith. They just finally had gods that listened to them. And that wasn't good for anyone but them. I don't know if this is an actual character Space Marine model. I just grabbed the coolest looking word bearer I could. This might be a loyalist character?
So are word bearers like the... Are they the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Word bearers were the political, ideological drivers of the Horus Heresy.
Okay.
They're the ones who drove it politically and ideologically, whereas Horus himself used that momentum as an excuse to get the military conquest he wanted.
Space Marines as a Christian rock band, and also this guy looks sick. Give me his sword. It is a cool sword.
Yeah, that's a cool power sword, isn't it?
Mm.
Wait.
Oh, hold on. I have to allow the term butt fucked here.
Also, yeah, so, like, before the Horus Heresy started, and before everything started to go really bad, the planet Monarchia that they conquered and integrated, the word bearers conquered this place called Monarchia, integrated it into the Empire, and started using it as a place to experiment with religion by introducing the faith of the Savior Emperor. And the Emperor told them to stop that, and they said, but it's okay, though, we're worshipping you. And when he went, that's cringe, you're cringe, Gulliman, kill these fools, they got really upset about it.
That's the moment. That's the fucking moment.
Gulliman did not, in fact, kill these fools. He instead just reconquered the planet and just went, well, I'm just gonna make the same atheist republic I always build. Stop having religion.
God. Oh my god.
They did eventually glass the planet later during the rest of the heresy. During the rest of the heresy, they nuked the planet into a glassy marble.
Literally only one human survivor.
Yeah.
Y'all ugly. Irons begin to sound.
Yeah, that's how a lot of the heresy goes down, because we have the very healthy men we've previously discussed being given weapons capable of killing planets.
What is the, like... The first Heretic's a deeply stupid book. Don't read it. Lilah, I feel like... I don't know. Like, I enjoyed these presentations with you. I want to be clear. I really do.
Yeah.
I do not know. Still do not get the appeal of Warhammer.
It's... Look. I'm broken. My brain is poisoned.
No. No. There is no breaking. There are no problems here. I want to be clear, okay? Like... there is things that I enjoy that you probably have no idea or have no interest in, all right? That's just how these things are, you know?
Yeah.
I may not be the target audience here, and that's fine. But I am the target audience of a presentation like this.
You are gonna love the next slide. There's some stuff going down on the next slide.
Oh, good. Will you need a lot of time for it?
Not really. It's mostly a bit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
your war criminals are more cringe than my war criminals who were fine and based, actually.
God. All right, good. You filled the 5 minutes.
I filled
Oh,
5
that was
minutes.
the wrong one. That was the wrong
That was
one.
the wrong. You will die another death.
I'm sorry. Sorry, that was the one that was like oh, you ugly, and then we played that. All right. Next one here. All right. All right, you have 5 minutes.
The word bearers. The demons are cold. You should let them in. Your skin.
Oh, good.
So the word bearers are all about the worship and divinity of chaos. So much so that when they get possessed, a funny thing happens. Usually when you get possessed, the demon rips its way out of you like a chest burster and wears you like a cheap skin suit.
Okay, cool.
But these are the Galvorbach, who have dedicated themselves to mental manipulation and defense. So much so that when they are possessed by demons, they synthesize the demon into their own soul and become a new kind of being.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, really good for them. They just also still love murder.
Sasha's saying hot girl shit.
Yeah, it's very hot girl shit, except they're all men who turn out like this, and that's still kind of hot girl shit.
No, girls do this.
Girls do this, boys do this. Yeah, these are the Galvorbach. They are possessed space marines. They can pretend, they can keep the demon down in themselves for a little bit, but when combat starts, they start mutating rapidly as the demon's bloodlust fills them.
Mm.
They are the bodyguard unit of, Lord... Pardon? They are Lorgar's bodyguard unit, because Lorgar needs a bodyguard unit because he can get his ass whipped really easily by the rest of the Primarchs, and he feels bad about that.
Oh.
The demon is also trying very hard at all times to take over the meat, and the Wordbearer's like, hey man, you can put my arm in your mouth, but you're not allowed to bite, okay? Okay, I'm holding your jaws open so you don't bite. You see, we're working together. We're working together. We're working together. Sometimes a Galvorback explodes into a Chaos Spawn, but that doesn't happen very often.
The gal form. Yeah, that's... You know what, Doom? Yeah. The gal Vorback are number one on my list of Force Femme candidates.
Hey, sweetie, what that protoplasmic tentacle do? I hope it's a lot.
Oh my god.
I hope it's a lot.
Anyway,
You want me to keep going for 2 minutes with like this?
Yeah.
Can you realize the pain? Oh god damn it. Oh fuck, I thought the bluff would work. I thought I could get out of this. Oh god, I'm stuck here.
There's a second reason why I gave Doom the list of times, okay? Because that meant that like I can't take mercy on you, all right? Even if I wanted to, I'd be like, well, let's end the bit early. No. Doom is the extra layer of accountability for this.
We've created I've stepped into hell. I thought I could trick my way out of this.
No,
but like the devil I am, I've been tricked by a slightly dumber person.
Wow.
That's how the fairy tales go, fucking Jack.
Lilah, I love you. That is the worst thing you've ever said about me.
we watch because you're pretty.
Hit her with the gold fiddle. God.
The gold fiddle is a time clock in this metaphor.
What the fuck?
I've been fucking played. Oh no, I dropped my lighter. No, my lighter! Where did it go?
You don't need your lighter. You can't smoke in here, remember?
I can't smoke in my room, but
you can't smoke on the space station. It's pressurized.
I can't smoke on the space station. It'll recycle for months.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not smoking in the house.
No. Listen, it was a whole thing like about how she couldn't smoke in the house. All right. It was by slide 7. She was like, "I need a cigarette," but I can't do it. So This has been going on for a while, but it's okay.
This
We're almost there.
going
We're
for a
almost
while.
there.
I'm gonna fucking collapse into a gasping heap when this is over. How do I still have like 30 seconds?
I know, right? It's great, isn't it? Don't you
Oh
love it?
god!
Don't you love it? Don't you love just... Don't you love being hoisted by your own petard?
I didn't think this would happen to me. I thought I was smart.
Let me remind you again. My original version of this had 10 minutes as the maximum
I
amount of
couldn't.
time.
I would die.
Yeah, I know you would.
5 is so good. 5 is so good.
All right, next one.
Except for when it happens like this.
Yeah, anyway, next one. You have 60 seconds.
Fuck you. Vulcan, this guy rules. Couple of things about Vulcan here. Very important things. One, he grew up on Nocturne, a volcanic hellworld full of dragons that was occasionally raided by Eldar pirates on slave-taking missions. He would regularly beat to death both dragons and space elves with a large hammer.
Oh, good.
2, he is perpetual. This means he is, like, immortal. My mans cannot be killed by any known means in the galaxy. At most, he's only dead a few months before he gets back up again.
Immortal Plus.
Yeah, he is immortal plus. He is also a master's forge smith. I should mention that. He made his own
People
armor.
are calling him Forge Daddy.
Yeah, no, he killed slave-taking space elves and space dragons with large hammers. Oh yeah, one of his sons has to explode and suicide to give him the life force to reincarnate. He's a loyalist, by the way. He's a good guy.
Okay.
He's actually like a really good guy. Like a nice person.
Next slide. Slide number 49. You have 5 minutes.
Salamanders. Really nice except for the war crimes.
Aw.
My friend Rachel loves these guys. Hi, Rachel!
Rachel here? Hi, Rachel.
No. But we can say hi to her because these are her favorites. These are her boys.
Rachel, if you're watching on the VOD, hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Rachel.
The salamanders...
Everyone say hi, Rachel.
Everyone say hi to Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Woo!
We love you.
Let's go. I do. Thank you for painting my tank. She
Hey,
painted a
wait,
tank
hold on.
for
I'm
me.
filling time for you. Talk.
Oh, god damn it! I thought I could get away with that for longer. The salamanders take after their father, so they're honorable and kind to baseline humans, refusing to use the weapons of the Old Knight during the Great Crusade. So they don't use phosphex gas, they don't use rad bombardments, they don't use a number of horrible things. However, they still use meltaguns and flamethrowers.
Oh, I know about meltaguns. Those are like...
Yeah, they just set everything in front of them on fire, plant a flag in the ashes, and start getting ready to move to the next planet.
If I remember right, the meltagun and bolt gun isn't that good.
No, the melted gun and bolt gun is great. It's a super shotgun.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I heard people talking about it. I guess they're full of shit.
Yeah, they're full of shit. It's a super shotty.
Okay, good. All right, continue.
Yeah, so these guys have meltaguns, by the way, and these guys are also wearing dragon skin, because they've killed and hunted dragons on their home world.
Is this... No, this is not the first time we brought up dragons. So literally the guy who, like, got dragon skin melted on him earlier.
So he slew a metal dragon that may have been one of the Necron's gods is called the Void Dragon, and he may have strangled one of its avatars to death, hence its the fusing of its metal skin with his hands.
Okay.
These guys actually hunted flesh and blood dragons, not crazy techno-magic vampire space gods.
That was fair. No, yeah, we did talk about Ferris Manus earlier. Like, that's
yeah.
what I was remembering. That's
Dumbest name in Warhammer. Also, fun thing about the salamanders is that they belong to human families. They stay as part of the family that when they're taken as children and turned into space marines, they are allowed to go back to their families to be reminded of what they fight for.
Does it work?
Yeah, actually,
Okay,
they're like, they go, no, baseline humans are small and weak and fragile, and I cannot let them be exposed to the horrors of the galaxy. I have to fight to defend them.
Aww.
Yeah, that's the thing about the salamanders, is they're good. They're as good people as you can get out of the nightmarish situations that create them. Yeah, and if you fail to become a space marine in the salamanders, you usually don't die from the implants, so they return you home, and you're still thought of as a hero who nearly touched godhood.
But are you like fucked up because of failed like implant surgery?
You're fucked up, but the village takes care of you.
Oh, okay. That's nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to hear that there's like good results other than just you are just fucked up beyond repair
There
and
is
left to
there
die.
are small and bright points in the galaxy that do not justify the cruelty of the rest of it, but let you understand why someone could be tricked into defending that cruelty.
Okay. Therein lies the rub.
Yes, that's the thing about.
Okay.
So, out of all of the 20 legions, the salamanders and like the Raven Guard are the only ones who think of baseline humans as something of worth.
Shit.
That's dark, isn't it?
It is extremely fucking dark in a, what is honestly a very fucking dark franchise.
Right? It's a lot.
It is a lot. You know what
It's
else is a
so
lot?
much.
The amount of time you have left.
Oh god. No, it's like 30 seconds. I'm totally fine. It's totally fine. I can fill for this long. Ashley, you have to help me. Why aren't you saying anything? God damn your eyes.
Uh-huh.
Please.
Uh-huh.
Save me. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, later.
No, please. No! 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 I'm dying. I'm going to die. I'm sorry, children.
Okay, I'm back. All right, next
No,
slide.
thank God.
Next slide. All right. All right, next slide here. This
Next
one,
slide.
slide 50. You have 30 seconds.
Corvus Corax runner-up for dumbest name. His name is Crow Crow, but it's not quite as ever-present at Old Manny's gimmick, so he gets a runner-up. Anyway, he's basically a labor revolutionary, but written by guys who weren't quite cool enough, so mostly he comes off as, like, urban warfare Rambo. He organized a rebellion on his planet that was a guerrilla war that lasted, like, 3 years, and he conquered the planet that way. He's also a darkness wizard, and he's loyalist because when he led the peoples in rebellion against their cruel feudal masters, the Emperor actually helped him instead of being a
Time's
cunt.
up. Sorry. Next one.
I mean, that was everything.
Okay, cool. 51. You have 5 minutes.
God! I could fill for 5 minutes about Corvus if I really wanted to, but the Raven Guard make that a little harder.
Uh-huh.
The Raven Guard. Seriously, why aren't they number 13? Why are they 19? What's going on in this world? What is happening? Fucking, you saw me explain Corvus, and also just fucking look at them. Look! You actually understand why it's fucked they're the 19th Legion and not the 13th. Quote the Raven, shit's fucked, bro. Basically they are loyalist equivalents to the Alpha Legion and the Night Lords. They are stealth and guerrilla warfare experts. And like I mentioned, they do think of human beings as having value beyond enslavement and production for war production, but that's mostly because Corvus is like, no man, you can hide really well among a civilian population if they like you enough. So mostly he teaches them how to do that, and how to co-opt, like, the bitterness of being alive in a society into military aims that feed his own. He's an okay guy, and his legion are also okay, but also they're weird freaks. They are weird freaks, and I guess I should talk about it here, because I do talk about it in the second part of this. I'm going to talk about the Raptor program.
Is that an acronym?
No.
Okay.
So, during the Heresy, they are cool goths, but they are loyalist cool goths, but that's because they're the kind of Catholic guilt tortured goths, and not the metal demon goth.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm talking about when the Alpha Legion turned like 100 of them into furries. That's what the Raptor Project is. So anyway, Corvus went back to Earth after the drop site massacre at Istavan 5, and was granted a boon of genetic sorcery by the Emperor. And
Okay.
this boon of genetic sorcery was the Raptor program, which he introduced into his Space Marines. It was a second stage of mutation for Space Marines that turned them into bird furries for some reason, but also
Nice.
made them shadow wizards.
Okay. I mean, that's win-win.
Yeah, it was really cool, except for the part where they painfully melted into corpses.
What is with the melting?
Genetics are really unstable in Warhammer.
It's everyone's like, oh, you melted, you mutated, you turned to dust. And it's like, come on, make better people that can withstand a few mutations.
Yeah, so they the mutations made them into bird furries, and also they were shadow wizards, and also they grew instantly from childhood, welded into their powered armor as they grew. These were the Raptors, and he used them for a few years, and went, I feel like I'm murdering more children than usual, and that doesn't seem like an emotion I should have, so we're gonna shut the program down. And the
So wait a
reason
second. Wait a second. Sorry.
no, I need to finish this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And the reason they melted into corpses and turned into bird furries is because secretly, when they were on Earth getting the genetic sorcery components, a member of the Alpha Legion spiked the main drive with demon blood.
So my big question here, it's okay, is
Yeah.
I lost it here. Oh yeah, so when you're talking about like they grew them instantly from being children, it's like, so what? You have like people with like a 4-year-old's intelligence fighting war in power armor?
Mostly due to the hypno indoctrination, but kind of. They
That's a little
grow
fucked up.
mentally as well, but they are still in fact like 4 or 5 years old and being thrown into the fucking meat grinder.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
Honestly.
deeply fucked up, and Corvus Corax went, I can't do this anymore, and stopped the program, and the Alpha Legion went, cool, demons! We're gonna put more demons in it, and that's where the Raptor cult comes from, who are Chaos Marines that hear the screaming of a bird of prey inside their skull and shoot themselves up with space drugs to turn into bird furry shadow wizards.
I mean, once again, your cautionary tale is not working.
It's not. I understand. People want to join the Raptor cult. I get it. You get a jetpack.
I love. Why do you need a jetpack if you're a bird furry?
Because you don't grow wings.
Oh, that's bullshit. Anyway, slide's over. Next one. Slide 52. You have 30 seconds.
Alfarius and Omegon. Gaslight, Gatekeep, Girl Boss.
All right.
Sometimes one super baby is actually two smaller super babies. Twin smaller super babies who love espionage. Twin smaller super babies who have brainwashed and broken their entire legion into deep cover agent who all claim to be them both at the same time at all times. I am Alfarius. I am Omegon.
You got it in. All right. Good work.
Whew.
All right. Next slide. 30 seconds.
Alpha Legion. Hydra Dominatus, everybody! Hey, did you see Zero Dark 30? No? That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But, second question. Have you ever read about Operation Mindfuck? What about MK Ultra? How about the Point Pleasant incidents? Operation Reciprocity? Imagine with me a CIA death squad numbering in the thousands who are all Space Marines. Space Marines who are very good at pretending to be human. Imagine now they had sworn themselves to the crusade of dragging humanity kicking and screaming into an age where they are ruled by inhuman masters and post-human tyrants. Hydra Dominatus.
You got a little extra time because I forgot to start the timer.
Yeah, if you forgot to start the timer, I'm just gonna let it sit in silence. Fuck you.
No. Listen, that's not your fault. That one was on me. Okay, that one was on me. You know, I'm not gonna.
Sorry, that was so mean.
No, it's fine. Okay, 2 minutes. Go.
The Emperor! Zero! The Emperor! The Emperor is still alive! It's Daddy! Daddy is still alive! Daddy's alive! I don't actually have anything to say about this dickhead.
This is the Emperor?
It's the Emperor when he was alive. This is John Blanche's Art of the Emperor.
This is like the girly. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this. I'm having a.
This is the faggiest the Emperor has ever
You
looked. And he
cannot
looks
say that on
amazing.
Twitch. You cannot
Oh.
say that on Twitch.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know!
Well, that's it. The streak's over. The streak's over. It's fine. It's fine. I think we'll.
Jeffy Bez, please understand that it was positive and
listen.
don't punish my friend Ashley.
Happy Pride!
Happy
Spoop is
Pride,
gonna be
everyone.
so mad that she missed that. Spoop is gonna be so mad that she missed that. Oh my god, you can't really give a shit. No, I agree, Juliet. I agree, but also just like I want to keep my channel. That's the thing. That's the thing. What if you were 50,000-year-old plural asshole whose alters are all both wizards and Elon Musk's? Jesus
Yeah, that's
Christ.
the Emperor. That's who the
Yeah.
Emperor is.
God damn.
I don't have anything to say about this dickhead.
That's fine.
He shouldn't have made 20 super babies for him to emotionally abuse. I think that was a bad plan.
No, I believe you. I believe it. Yeah. Anyway, though, yeah, listen, Juliet, I may not have affiliate, and I'm not going to, and I'm not making money off this, but also I don't want to lose the channel because I put a lot of work into it. That's all.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, you are fine. You are fine. One
But
little
look
slip
at
is
him,
not going to
he's
kill
beautiful.
this here.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, let's say that.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry, because now you have 30 seconds for this slide.
God damn it. Okay, Malcadorus the Sigillite is the only person the Emperor ever actually treated like a person. So while the Great Crusade is going on and everyone's conquering the galaxy, who's actually running the Imperium? It's this guy. Malcador created the Administratum, the Adeptus Terra. He was Grand Master of the Order of Assassins. He founded the Grey Knight Space Marines. He would forge the first generation of Inquisitors. He would burn himself out on the Golden Throne to hold back the demonic Ruin Storm for a few more hours.
Sorry. Next slide.
Yeah.
56, 30 seconds.
Adeptus Custodes, daddy's favorites. So the personal guard of the Emperor are still around in 30k, and they're still basically super marines who kill shit dead. They're also led by this dude, Constantin Valdor, who's basically a demi-Primarch. They don't do a lot during the heresy because they're busy reenacting noted documentary Doom 2, 992.m2 in the Emperor's experimental webway gate due to oopsie fucking doodles happening due to heresy problems. This is also the faction that Henry Cavill plays.
Bingo!
Alright, and that's the end of the presentation, folks.
Oh, fuck, what the hell? That's so many guys.
Yeah, Lilah, we're in the wrap-up section right now. Folks, this brings us to the end of tonight's presentation. But go ahead, do your wrap-up.
Fuck, okay. That was so much, so many characters. Okay, what were they all doing? Okay, well, this is kind of a lot. This is like the 1/3 point of my notes, and I don't want Ashley to die. I don't want to die either. So this is the end of part 1. Next time we do this, it'll be part 2 of the heresy. A brief history of the heresy, aka Lilah condenses some 130 plus novels, 3 wargames, and 7 plus campaign books into a PowerPoint. You did miss Agatai because we went in order of number of the legions. We can go back if you want to see what I wrote.
Do you know what slide that was on?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah. So, folks, we're in the part now where if there was a slide that you wanted Lilah to go further into, now is the time to point it out.
While we're waiting for that, please just go back to slide 25 so everyone can see Sanguinius.
Yeah, let's look at Sanguinius here.
Everyone just enjoy Sanguinius while we figure out what slide Jagatai was on.
Oh, hold on, well, I was trying to zoom in on Sanguinius, but I couldn't. There we go. I'll do it in OBS then. Let's see.
No, we will not put away Sanguinius's fat boy tits.
There we go. There we go. We're having a great time.
Everyone loves Sanguinius. Look at him.
If you don't like Sanguinius, get off of my stream.
This is canonically what Sanguinius looks like.
Log off of my website if you don't like Sanguinius.
No, this is drawn by a roommate of mine.
Yeah, so...
My roommate who is a muscle kinkster artist.
It's good artwork.
It's good artwork. I love this art. I love Fujo Brain Sanguinius.
Is Stag in chat? Stag is not here, actually. We could show him later.
Sasha, I will die if you explain to me the actual timeline snafus of Horus Heresy. I've already found so many and been doing some editing to make it make more sense.
You know what, Julia? You had the right idea, actually. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm just gonna post it in Stag's Discord.
They shouldn't have made it important. I'm sorry, I'm arguing with my roommate through chat. Anyway, Jagatai Khan is on slide 16.
Okay, hold on. How do you spell Sanguinius?
I didn't mention the Demon Assassins. Hold on. Sanguinius is spelled like this.
Thank you. I'm just gonna.
Oh wait, Sasha spelled it better. I'm bad at spelling.
That's fine.
Look at his perfect kissable lips. He is my beautiful son, my beautiful boy. I love him so much.
Yeah, I'm
There's
just
a holiday.
I'm just tagging like a friend of mine with this hey, check out Sanguinius's boy tits.
Hey, so I feel like this is important to note. In 40k, there's a holiday called Sanguinala where everyone celebrates Sanguinius's death and martyrdom. It's Christmas for the Imperium. Imperium's Christmas is celebrating this dude's death.
His pussy pops severely.
His pussy does pop severely.
All right, you said slide 16. Here we go.
16.
Here we go.
This is what I read about Jagatai Khan, and also Jagatai Khan is daddy.
Yes.
I mean, he's just Genghis Khan, and I'd fuck Genghis Khan. You'd fuck Genghis Khan. Who among us wouldn't fuck Genghis Khan? You're just gonna let me hang on that one, huh?
I'm sorry, I had to update some people. I had to continue a bit elsewhere. Anyway, continue. What was that?
I'd fuck Jagatai Khan is basically the summary. That's all.
And I so want that for you.
It's a lot of fun. I love talking about Warhammer. This is so stupid. Does anyone have any questions about Jagatai?
I think just people wanted you to talk about him.
I don't have. I didn't read any of the books that star Jagatai because I don't do. He is single. All of the men involved in this are
what was
single.
asked before too. Actually,
all of the men, every man I've shown you is single.
Because who would? Honestly. What do you mean, hold on?
No, they're all single. Angron does have a boyfriend. Yes, okay, that's fair. Yeah, Angron has a boyfriend.
He accept Angron's one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Was there anyone else had any other slides so what they wanted us to go back to? Now is the time.
Now is the time if you wanted me to explain something and I didn't, or if you just want to ask me a question about it.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we're going to look at Sanguinius some more.
Otherwise, we're just going to look at Sanguinius and play the International.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I have that tab open here.
Alright. That's just what we're going to leave on, is Sanguinius' tits and the national anthem of space. Because it makes you proud to be from space. Yeah, there we go.
Stets man noch zum Hungern zwingt. Das Recht wie Glut im Krater Herde mit Macht zum Durchbruch dringt. Reinen Tisch macht mit dem Bedrängten her das Sklaven.
It's probably playing now, but I can't hear the stream.
Oh, yeah. It is
anime
playing,
real in 30k. Japan is no longer real in 30k.
Ah, shameful. Oh yeah, we're crushing down your chat now because of the chat, so you can't read it.
Appleseed is right there, but also all of the anime went into the Tau and the Eldar, which means anime is an extinct thing among humans. The elves have anime.
I'm sorry,
what I'm
so
saying.
this sucks now, since you say anime doesn't exist.
No, the elves have anime.
I don't want to be an elf.
Do you want to be a cool space elf with a gun that shoots monomolecular shurikens?
Am I still an elf?
You're a psychic super elf, yeah.
But am I still an elf?
Yeah.
Alright, not interested.
Alright. Well, could I interest you in being a weird, hooved fish guy?
Now we're fucking talking.
Because that means you get a mecha. Those guys have mecha.
Yeah, you know how I feel about mechs.
Yeah, you just joined the Tau Empire.
There we go. Alright.
Or, you know, well, they're not called squats anymore. That's racist.
Oh no!
They're called the League of Votan.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's just a slur from Necromunda. I understand. It's a regional dialect, but I think it's important people know. Yeah, no, the Leagues of Votan.
Hey, when does the Nightcore part of this start?
I don't know when the Nightcore part of the Nightcore International starts. I just trust people on the internet.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think it's just pitched upwards. That's not Nightcore.
Spoiled again.
Boiled again, yeah. Anyway. I'm signing up for being a blob monster or whatever. Yeah, fair. Alright, Lilah, is there any other points you wanted to get to here?
No, I'm so tired.
This isn't even a long stream. We've only been going for 2.5 hours.
No, but the time... My brain is hard. It feels like all the liquid's been drained out.
Yep.
My brain feels stiff.
Yep, that's what did you drink water?
I did drink water. I'm going to go drink a lot more water.
Okay. Hold on,
probably also try and get some teriyaki.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I could go for some teriyaki. Hey, so if you've watched this stream, consider playing Warhammer.
No.
Yeah. No, wait. No, don't play Warhammer. And
what the fuck?
Sanguinius is also great. But you know what you should play instead of Warhammer?
What should you play?
You should play my games that I made.
Yes. All right. You know what? First of all, let me tell you a guest here, and let's go back to the desk to talk about this. All right?
Yes, because I am now going to just make you talk on stream.
Yep.
About how you liked my little text adventure.
Well, I haven't been able to play it yet. I crunched to get this some stuff done for this stream.
No, that's fine. That's completely reasonable.
Yeah.
You can throw garbage at her for that, by the way.
Yeah. No. Yeah. For it, like exclamation. Okay, if you want to stack throws, you can't do exclamation point. You have to do pound sign Garbo or pound sign energy. It's a problem with tits. It's not my fault. I went to the Discord and asked about it, okay? You like, listen, before this stream started, one of the things I had to do is do some last minute adjusting because for some reason, the can throws in tits were like the size of oil barrels.
What the fuck have you been drinking up here?
C4, Ghost, and Rockstar.
How is your blood still blood?
It moves kind of slow. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna talk about your games here that you have.
Your heart pumps syrup, my child.
It's fine, don't worry. You just released a new Twine, which is an interview.
I released a Twine text adventure called an interview, and the goal of the interview is I want you all to be charmed by my girl Lucy, who I have a lot of fun writing, and I'm also currently writing another one sequel thing. It's an occult thriller, so content warning for unreality, but that's part of the fun. We did have man tits. Do you want to pull the man tits up? Just put the man tits on my screen.
Good, Stag, you're here. Thank God. All right, yeah, no, we'll go back to the game screen.
Yeah,
real quick.
please. No. Hello.
Here we go.
Stag.
Yeah.
Heard good things about you. You're gonna
Stag.
enjoy. This is Sanguinius.
Clap, clap, clap.
This is Sanguinius, and Sanguinius is everyone's perfect special boy. He is a psychic super angel, and he is a beautiful man, and I love him, and look at his beautiful face atop the body of a war god. That's what makes it the dichotomy is attractive. That's what makes it good.
I just when I posted this his Discord, Stag was just I
Well, you can't do that because he's a vampire. You're the one who deflates when he's done with you. One time he ate a guy, I'm pretty sure, and it didn't go well for that guy.
Oops. Anyway, though,
Oh.
we're drawing special attention to Sanguinius here.
I do have a special fact about Sanguinius.
Yeah,
I have a very special fact about Sanguinius.
please continue.
Sanguinius has a blood oath of revenge and a rival who is a demon named Kabanda.
Okay.
So Kabanda hates Sanguinius and hates the Blood Angels and hates them so much he is also their enemy in 40k. There is a giant goat monster with axes who screams, and his scream is the death cry of a planet. And Sanguinius whipped his ass so hard he swore revenge.
He hates his tits so much.
He hates his tits so much.
God. All right, yeah. We just had to talk it like. Anyway, back to your game. So we can leave Sanguinius up here.
The goat does also kind of have tits.
Good. I'm glad. We put tits on the men here. Zooming in more. Games.
Yeah, so
You made a fan, Lilah.
I did. I'm so glad I worked on this joke with a friend where I'm like, please, you have drawn Sanguinius looking through the lens of Fujo, and I want to use it for my Warhammer presentation because I believe Fujo-brained Warhammer is the future.
Oh, that's really smart, actually. It's really smart. You're really ahead of the curve with that one.
I am ahead of the curve in being toxic about Warhammer. I am toxic in new and interesting ways James Workshop cannot even comprehend.
Bingo!
I'll have his skull someday.
God. Okay, all right. Yeah, we just had to go back here so that with all the trans girls getting into Warhammer, we need some equal opportunity. Games Workshop doesn't have the tits to comprehend this.
Well, I mean, they do also understand kind of what lesbians want with the Sisters of Battle.
That's true. That was part of the 40k presentation.
Yeah, they don't exist in 30k yet.
Everyone's racked up, jacked up, titties up in Warhammer because Warhammer is for trans girls.
We need to buy more paint.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to go smoke a cigarette and pee and get teriyaki.
Yeah.
So this has been so fun. Thank you for a short stream with me, and thank you also for putting Horse Hershey on your desk. I love Horse Hershey, don't you?
Yeah. No, after this one, sure. That's after this presentation. My answer is yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. You love the Horse Hershey.
Yeah, the horse Hershey. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go for one talk presentation. I think we're gonna raid Project Boof Demon.
Please have fun. I don't understand how raids work, but Blood and Thunder, Victory at Sea.
Okay, are you just saying you're splitting right now?
I don't know what a raid is. I don't know how this works.
A raid basically is that the people watching this stream are going to be moved on to watching another stream automatically. It's essentially I'm clicking the hyperlink for them. That's what's happening.
Okay, well, I might as well just follow along. I've been in raiding parties before. It's not hard.
Yeah, you've played World of Warcraft. You know how it is. What should the raid phrase be? The raid phrase I think should be Sanguinius's fat tits.
Sanguinius's fat tits will save Warhammer.
Yeah, you know what? Let me Sanguinius's fat tits will save Warhammer. There we go. That is our raid phrase. Type that into Boof's chat. She is currently doing Wave Station Radio, which is her interview program that she does in VR chat. I did not mean to unpin that. I'm sorry. Whatever. You can copy it there. Anyway, thank you all for coming. And Lilah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, and I hope to have part 2 ready. Sasha said she's gonna help me, so it's gonna get a lot dumber.
Yep, we will. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye!